It's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what that means. It's 7 o'clock.
And
it's MVP
Ryan.
Sports Talk Radio.
We have Ryan.
Your boy is back after a 2-week hiatus. You know, busy at work. It's been mad busy at work this past couple weeks.
Busy.
But thankfully I was able to get out at a decent time today and join the boys back in studio. Tim should be joining us any minute.
He better.
So,
Man.
It's good to be back.
Welcome back.
Dude, we got unlike last week, where there wasn't much to talk about. This week, we can open up a whole can of worms,
we got
man.
a good amount of stuff to talk about this week. A lot happening in football. You got some NBA action. You got some NHL action. A little bit of MLB rumors. A good amount today.
I definitely want, and let's save the best for last. Need to rant about this Patriots team, man.
A rant.
I
don't think that's making it to the last. I don't think a rant is making it to last. I feel like a rant is going to be pretty soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, before the break comes up, which is going to come up any minute now, dive right in. Give me your initial thoughts from the Texans game. Texans-Pats. Give me your initial reaction.
Crap.
Quick summary.
Definitely not what I expected. Yeah, I think the Pats beat themselves. There was a lot of stupid plays. Kind of getting away from our gameplay. Losing Burkhead was huge. Like I said 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I think it was 4. Every week that Burkhead's not in or doesn't come out for a majority of the snaps.
Now we have a torn ACL, so Burkhead's done.
So every game that he wasn't in for a majority of the snaps, they lost. Minus the Bills game, which, was a close game. But the bigger deficit in the loss column was games that he did not play 50% or more of snaps. That was something I said weeks ago. So that's a big loss. That's a dynamic player. You're getting Sony Michel back, but Sony Michel's not a Rex Burkhead. Rex Burkhead is a third down run combo. He's a pass play, screenplay combo.
Especially with James White being in a funk lately. And I feel like he hasn't been of himself lately.
Very little effect.
We all know what he's dealing with off the field. That's tough to deal with no matter how much time's passed.
Yep.
But losing Rex is going to be a bigger loss than I think than what we think.
And technically, James White is still dealing with it. His mom is still hospitalized, I believe, correct? So,
right.
Who knows how that's going? So, there's a lot going on there. Sony Michel just coming back. He's not going to be 100%. And to be honest, I don't think he brings a lot other than what we're already seeing at his 100%. He's not a Rex Burkhead. You're getting a good run game out of Damian Harris. So, if anything, he's just going to take away from Damian Harris unless they start implementing some little grab and goes / screenplays with Harris. We'll see if there's some diversity and a little bit of a secondary gameplay out of him, which I don't anticipate, but I think it'll be good to see how everyone else is doing.
This game was a joke. It was an absolute laughingstock. This team, you're facing, so you go into the game, how difficult could this game plan have been for this team, right? Yeah. The worst rushing offense and the worst rushing defense in the league is the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
okay?
put it this way.
They're not going to run the ball on you.
And I felt great starting Damian Harris on all my fantasy teams.
I did too.
I'm like, this is going to be easy.
Cam Newton should not be throwing 40 times in a game.
Yep.
If he throws 40 times in a game, you will lose 90% of the time.
Yeah.
There's
we
Tim.
might have to let him in.
We're going to have to let him in.
Are we allowed
But the break's
to let him
here. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay.
But the break's here. I think the defense is the primary concern. You had one thing to stop, and Deshaun Watson just literally had a field day.
Yep.
Granted, he's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
I would say good quarterback.
I'd put him in the top 5, top 6, top 7, arguably, I would say.
I wouldn't say great.
The man was good that night, but we'll hit this break real quick and we'll dive.
So clearly he performed better than Newton regardless of what I think. So
yeah. So we'll hit this break. We'll let Tim in as he stares at us through the window, through those glaring eyes, and we'll get right. We'll dive right in, folks. Give us a call here, 508-222-1320. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back.
Every time.
You know, we're back after being so rudely interrupted by somebody that needed to be let in. Tim's joining us after the first break.
Yes, sir.
So before we let you in the house here, we were diving right into Pat's Texans, bro.
Ooh, yeah.
So initial reaction, go. No in-depth analysis, just your gut reaction from the game. What's going on? How you feeling?
That's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah, they puked
Nice.
on themselves. They're
Nice.
terrible. Garbage. They suck.
It's nice. Well, 20 years of being spoiled boys is over.
I don't think it's over.
Huh?
I don't think it's over.
I think it is.
I don't think it's
There's
over.
no way we're making the playoffs, buddy. There's no way.
No, I don't think we're gonna. I mean,
No way.
listen. If there's one
This season is over.
if there's one thing that I've pretty much learned, you never count out Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, because the minute you write them off, they come back and slap you in the face. They pull your pants down and slap you in the face.
Because we had Tom Brady.
I can't write them off. I can't. I want to, but I can't.
You realize
It's
we
hard to
win.
write them off.
We take care of business against this Texans team, right? Everyone that needed to lose this weekend lost for us.
Yeah,
We would be within one game of that wild card spot.
but I still don't look at the division and say it's sold.
Yeah. So
Like, it's tough, but it's not dead.
You're 3 games back, or 3.5 back,
Yeah,
with what, six to play? What are we, 4 and 6? So 6 to play.
yeah.
3.5 games
But
back
you
with 6
still
to
have
play.
to play both those teams that are ahead of you once, so that could be 2 right there.
Okay, so 2.5.
Yeah.
You think you can squeak out wins against Arizona on
I think
Sunday?
I think you beat the
and
Jets
then-
again. You beat Miami.
And then LA?
I think you beat LA.
The Rams?
Yeah.
After what they did to Tampa?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what,
but what
that's
they-
that's the one good game they played
Yeah.
all year, and the Bucks suck in prime time.
not to mention,
And half of it's because Brady's gonna get back to the retirement home.
let's be real. The Pats are a better team statistically than the Bucks are. Look at all the offense. They're ahead of them on offensive yards per catch, offensive yards per carry, offensive drives, red zone production, third down. They're ahead of them in every single offensive category.
Listen,
Our offense is not the primary
Listen to
problem
this.
here, though. Let's all agree on that.
no, our defense isn't.
Yes, it is.
I don't think our defense is the
I
primary
think
problem.
our defense is awful.
I don't think it's our primary problem
What's our primary problem?
Yeah, but
that we can't throw the ball.
but,
That's our
all
primary.
right, but how is it?
We can run.
It's a good one.
We can run, and if we couldn't run, let me tell you, that offense will look real D3 college.
So passing? Our
Passing,
defense is
number
very
one.
suspect.
I think the defense.
We
is
can't get a
performing-
pass rush to save our lives.
All right, so let me ask you a question. If you think the defense is just performing, who in that defense outside of like Gilmore are you like, yeah, he's an A player?
An A player?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly. So
Not even Gilmore.
But I think
don't even say Gilmore's an A player
I
this
think
year.
for what they have, they're a good defense. They have no big name players. None. Outside, if you want to consider Gilmore. Your best player right now is Adrian
Like,
Phillips.
technically, you're McCourty's, but they're homegrown names.
Yeah, but I don't think they're even having that good of a season. I think Adrian Phillips is having the best defensive season for them.
Statistically, you're in the bottom third in every category on defense.
Yeah, but I think
That's not a good defense.
I don't know. I think their defense is solid for what they have. Their defense has put them in position to win games. That's facts.
In a sense.
the defense.
That's facts.
In a
How do you
sense.
how do you win?
In a
How do you win
sense.
against Baltimore?
You don't. Win
How do you win against
without that
Baltimore?
defense.
Our offense didn't win that game.
Coaching. Game
No, but
planning.
the offense didn't win that
Yeah,
game.
but the defense won the game.
And you know how we won against
Crucial
Baltimore? The weather.
interceptions.
No,
The weather was the MVP
I don't.
of that game.
I don't. No, listen. You are just like everyone else.
I sincerely think
So
that.
how-
I don't care. They play. Listen, this is not the Los Angeles Rams.
win's a
coming,
win. A win's a win.
But this is not the Los Angeles Rams coming from the sunny side of Western Cal, coming out here and playing in the miserable freezing temperatures where it's snowing
Yeah, they're from
and the
Maryland.
snow's
We went
whipping
over
into their
this-
face.
we went over
They're
this
from
last
Maryland.
week.
They play 300 miles
230
south. It's the same thing. The same thing. So if you mean to tell me if we went in,
Not with the swirling wind.
It's the
Not
same
in that-
thing. It's the
not
same thing.
really, man.
You have a stadium on the waterfront.
I
mean,
have
the winds
been
are
to
the winds.
Baltimore this time of year with him.
I've been to Baltimore more times
It's the
than
same
I can
thing.
count.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It's the same thing.
they're not playing in those type of conditions.
Yes, they are.
You have a
Consistent.
stadium.
You're not going to.
No, they're not.
You are not going to sit here and convince me that
Where
the weather
you-
beat them. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
the weather was
all right,
certainly a
So let me
factor.
ask you a question. If New England
Baltimore crapped
if New England
themselves.
went and lost that game in Baltimore, would you say it's because of the weather?
In Baltimore?
In Baltimore, would you say it's because of the weather?
What do you mean?
If New England goes to Baltimore
And
and they
loses.
get beat in the same style of weather, would you say they lost
they
the
got
game because
beat?
of the weather?
No.
Why wouldn't you?
It depends on how the game
Why
went.
wouldn't you?
Depends on how the game
why?
went.
Here's the problem I have.
So you had 4 botched snaps in the
That's not
second half
I
by
can't blame the
Baltimore.
weather for that. I blame the center.
You cannot blame the weather because they did it in Tennessee. They did it against
You could
Tennessee.
they could barely see. Lamar Jackson was a shell of themselves.
He's been
I
exposing
think
himself all
I
year.
think Baltimore lost that
peaked.
game more than New England won.
No, Baltimore's peaked. That's the problem. And
Right.
people
I don't
figured them out.
disagree with that.
Yeah.
I don't
People figured them
I don't
out.
disagree with that. I think Baltimore lost that game more than we won that game.
No, I think New England won the game. I think
You
they
have
outcoached them and
a
they
better
outplayed them.
argument about COVID impacting that game than you do the weather, in my opinion. I don't see enough. You have the same stat. Here's snap errors you have in playing Tennessee. You have Lamar, for the most part, running the same stats he's been running all game per year. They have not had a dynamic, explosive offensive game all year. I think against Cincinnati, they only put up like 28 or like 31. I mean, last season, that team puts up 45 against a Cincinnati team. So for me, I don't see a big Baltimore offense this year. I think the coaching is stagnant. I think they run the same playbook they've been running all year. And I think what happens is you go up against a good mind like Bill Belichick. That's what happens. You get beat. I mean, they've said it themselves. Lamar's gone to the line and said, it feels like everybody knows our playbook when we get to the line. Because they run the same thing that's already been exposed, and they just don't know how to adapt. They can't adapt to a defense. So it worked last year, but it doesn't work this year, and they don't change it because they can't change it because they have a wide receiver at a quarterback who isn't, he's not inept like all these other elite quarterbacks. He can't change the entire playbook in a year. That's their problem. They drafted Lamar Jackson.
So you guys together, y'all don't think the defense is the primary concern of this team?
No, I think passing the ball
It's the passing the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at all the plays that we
Is
had.
Cam Newton the answer
For what?
for the future?
No.
For the
Say
future?
for the next 2 or 3 years.
I think he could be. I think he could be.
I think there's a real contender that they'll probably get.
I think
I
we know
would
who
put-
Cam Newton is.
I would put my money.
I think this is who he is.
I can't say that.
And like I
listen,
love him. I like
give
I like his mentality. I like his leadership in the locker room. But his performance on the field
Here's my thing.
is completely different.
Give me a year of him. Give me a whole training camp.
Okay.
Give me a tight end. Okay, and give me non-COVID relations. And I want to see what he can do, because I really think that the whole COVID thing.
I think that's
threw
fair.
him off.
I think that's fair.
Because you're not going to tell me that in 3 weeks of football, all of a sudden everyone figured out who Cam Newton was. You're not going to tell me that.
I think that's fair.
So
But
I have two things in this. I don't discredit Cam Newton. I think he very well could be here. But I think that if, and a big if they're able to get Stafford, they will take Stafford over Cam Newton tenfold every time. Because Stafford is somebody that they want to build their future quarterback behind.
I don't know, man. Matthew Stafford doesn't do it for me.
I don't like him here.
Doesn't do it for me. Look
I'd
at the
like him
injury
here.
history. Look at
Yeah, but he's got
do it.
he's always had a terrible offensive line. He's got barely any.
I'd take Stafford over Newton too. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with
I
you.
think the
I
problem.
don't know.
If I was a betting man, I think that they would have Stafford here on like a $20 million.
You know who
contract.
I like? And you're gonna
Please.
think I'm crazy for this.
Oh boy.
Jameis Winston.
Oh Jesus Christ. Here we
I
go.
like
there's
Jameis
a-
Winston.
Here we
There's
go.
a problem with him if they started Hill.
Give me
over
Taysom
him.
Hill. Give me Taysom
But
Hill.
here's the thing.
Over Jameis
here's the
Winston.
thing. He has.
Wait, quick
Again.
little tidbit. Did you know last week
Tidbit.
ESPN Fantasy dropped the ball, pissed off millions. They allowed Taysom Hill to start in the tight end
Oh
role
yeah.
and get
I saw
quarterback
that.
points.
I saw that. Yep. So he ended up getting like 22
like
points.
20-something points.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
In a tight end?
your
wrong
average
with that?
tight end
You know
puts
how,
up 14.
okay, so you have
Hunter Henry, he's one
you
of
have
the-
no,
maybe
I'm aware.
two tight
I'm
ends
aware.
in this
I'm
league
aware.
that can consistently score
Yeah.
Don't worry.
20
You know, that's another
fantasy
person
points.
too. Tyrod Taylor could be available. I like him.
I just feel like,
and it makes sense for the way that his story.
I would put Tyrod and Cam in that same exact category.
No.
I would.
No.
I think
and
Tyrod's faster.
And I think I'd put Wilson and Winston in there too.
Nope.
In the same.
It would make perfect sense for Tyrod Taylor. You draft a quarterback. He comes in as the filler guy, gets hurt. The quarterback has to step in and play. We've seen it for 3 years
but
now.
Who is Bill going to
For
draft?
3
He's going to
years
draft some
straight.
lanky white boy with an arm.
Nope, Justin Fields. I stand by that. I want Justin Fields.
He looked like crap last week.
He's had one bad game.
He's
had one bad game.
Yeah, but he played a real defense.
Indiana is a good team.
He played a.
Indiana's
The Hoosiers,
not that
They're not that good,
Dude,
But they're a smart.
Are you
not
guys
that
nuts?
good.
They're a smart defense.
Defensively, they're not that
No,
good.
you guys are nuts.
I'm not nuts. Defensively, they're not that good, buddy.
Ryan?
Did
the
listen to
Tennessee
me.
Vols losses get to your head?
Listen to me, Tim.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Now you're
hold
just
on.
making it
Hold on.
personal.
No,
now
no.
you're just making it personal.
because now I'm upset.
That hurt.
Now you're just making it personal.
Because now I'm upset.
Now you're just making it personal. Okay.
Rest in peace
Here's
to the
the
car
thing.
speakers at
Okay.
home.
Rest
in peace, earbud
Yeah.
users.
Rest in peace.
Hold on.
Here's the thing.
Hold
okay?
on.
Ohio State's not even that good defensively this year. Any
Yeah, they didn't have a great
Big
game
Ten defense
all around.
other than Ohio State is garbage. The only thing that's more garbage than Big Ten defenses is Big 12 defenses. Period. The only conference that has any type of decent defense is in the SEC.
Even if Indiana's like a top tier D, I mean,
Indiana's a basketball school, for God's sakes. The only reason why they were in the top 12 this year is because of COVID.
yeah.
Period.
But again, even if they had a top tier D, right? The picks looked like Brady's the other night. They were just god awful interceptions.
So anyway, back to the Patriots. Right? We could break it down as much as you want. Cam Newton throwing the ball 40 times, you're not going to win that way.
Yep.
What happened to the game, to the play calling and the game plan of running Damian Harris? The Texans are the 32nd ranked defense in against the rush.
Yeah.
Even if you did fall behind, they weren't behind by more than what?
Now, do you think Sony Michel in that game's a bigger?
What was the biggest lead for the Texans? They were up, what, 21-10?
Yeah,
11-point lead.
But you scored
at
right
half.
after.
Was that at half?
Yeah. 21-10
Even
and a half.
so,
And you closed it up quick.
You don't have to shy away from your run game down 11.
First drive back, they closed it up to 21-17.
Exactly. You don't have to back away from the run game.
You know who else
Run
I
it
like?
down their throat.
You know who else I like? Kyle Trask. I like him.
Oh, from
From
Florida?
Florida.
You could probably get him in the
I
later
like him,
rounds. You
and
might
I-
be able to get him in the
I like to
third
get
round.
him, and I like to get his tight end.
You might be able to get him in second, third
That
round.
tight end's a real
Pettis.
deal.
Pettis
Pettis,
is good. Yep.
real
Pettis
deal.
is good.
I could see them making that.
Aaron Hernandez 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
Performance-wise.
No,
Play
yeah.
on the field.
Yeah, hopefully off the
Play
field,
on
too.
the field.
Hopefully off the field,
Oh,
too.
dear God.
Got all my killers with me.
Here's the thing, man. So
Look,
I was looking into it, right?
Yep.
You had the Seattle game, you had the Buffalo game, you had the Denver game, and you had the Houston game. You've had 4 games here where the game on the final drive has been in Cam Newton's hands, and he hasn't gotten it done. He hasn't. He has not gotten the job done on the last drive of the game when he could tie the game or win the game.
Do you think that he's had enough
He hasn't gotten it done. The only game he got it done was the frickin' Jets. And I don't know. We're not counting that.
Do you
Because
think
it's the Jets.
Do you think he's had enough weapons to give him the opportunity to get those games done?
Yes.
no way.
Yes.
Who?
At the end of the game?
Who?
At the end of the game with these guys stepping up?
Okay.
With Myers and how
Time out.
Bird played
Here
against
we go.
Houston?
Hold on a minute.
No,
so
you
who's
can't go
Regardless,
off of one.
regardless
You
of
can't
weapons,
go off of one
regardless of
individual
weapons,
performance.
regardless of weapons, regardless of statistics, regardless of coaching, regardless of how bad the defense was, it came down. Those 4 games came down to the final drive in Cam Newton's game in
But
Cam's
you don't
hands,
have
and he blew it.
anybody
And he
but
blew it.
Cam
He
Newton.
still blew it.
All right, so here's
he had the
here's
opportunity to win a game, and he couldn't do
Here's
it.
the
But
issue.
And he
Lamar,
choked.
but Lamar Jackson didn't choke
And he
because of the
choked.
weather.
Here's the issue I have.
Lamar Jackson didn't have the
When
opportunity.
he played
to do
against
it.
us, ball was in his hands, fourth quarter, last
Yeah,
drive.
and he didn't get it done.
Why
That
did
was
he?
one
Okay,
game.
so he choked.
He's also 6-4.
Why do you think that he choked?
We're 4-6. He's 6-4.
Why do you think that he choked?
The weather?
No.
Here's all right. No, but here's the bigger thing.
You kill me.
Okay,
Baltimore
so-
gave up.
All right,
I think Baltimore didn't want to be in that game.
so.
I really didn't.
No,
So
I think
they
they
didn't-
walked
you could-
in and
you could-
acted like they were going to mop us, and they got smacked in the
You
mouth.
could tell. You could tell they didn't want to be there.
They walked in and thought they were going to mop us and get smacked in the mouth.
I think they chalked it up as a loss.
They do that against Tennessee. They do the same gameplay. Same thing. It's literally a mirror, and it's going to be a mirror against Pittsburgh.
Right, but
the best thing that could happen to them
they didn't crap on themselves against Tennessee like they did against us.
COVID. Now they're going to blame COVID, and then they have an extra whatever amount of days, 5 days, 3
against
days,
Pittsburgh
4
now?
days.
Yeah.
You're going to go down 3 in a row. There's no way they beat Pittsburgh. If they do, they better thank God for the extra 3 days, which they shouldn't get. The whole postponement.
Yeah, how come they're not playing?
crap.
How come they're not playing?
Who?
How come they're not playing the game?
Baltimore, Pittsburgh?
Yeah, why not?
3 more confirmed COVID
Okay,
cases.
so when New England played the very next day on Monday instead of Sunday, we didn't care then.
What do you mean?
When New England had to go and play Kansas City on Monday instead
Monday?
of Sunday, why aren't they playing on Friday?
I don't know.
Why aren't they playing Saturday?
What's the point of
I don't know.
What's the point of the 3 days? Is someone going to get cured from COVID in 3 days? Do
I
we
have
have
no
a
idea.
secret vaccine? Like a miracle over there that we don't know about? I just don't
I have
understand.
no idea.
Just like when they moved it from Sunday to Monday.
Because
I
it was
don't-
3. So they got 3 players that test. Did they test
Yeah.
positive or are they just on the
Positive.
COVID list?
Positive. And then
Positive.
there's like a couple more on the list and then a couple staff members. The only big name is Ingram, and that's not that big
I
of a
think.
name.
Well, the reason why they moved the game is because Pittsburgh complained about it.
No, Pittsburgh's pissed they moved the game.
Oh, Pittsburgh's
Yeah, look
mad
at
they
Twitter.
moved the game.
Look at
Really?
Twitter,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The entire Pittsburgh Steelers have tweeted at the NFL about how pissed they are.
Okay.
They think it's crap.
Was it the NFL's decision to move it?
Yeah.
Or was it Baltimore?
I
that
mean, I
kinda
think
said,
Baltimore
"Let's
may
move it"?
be inclined towards it, but I mean, to have teams. I mean, they're pissed. They lost a primetime game. It's a big game. It's a Thanksgiving night
Especially
football
on
game.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Now, like Thanksgiving is nothing.
Dud.
Nothing. Yeah.
a dud.
Total duds. Total duds.
A dud. Yep. Crap. That's crap.
Absolute
That's what
crap.
it is.
Yep.
But like I was saying, regardless, even if the Pats were down 2, right, and they had enough time, and they did come back, and they did win last weekend against Houston, who's your hero? Ryan Izzo? I mean, like, thank God we had Ryan Izzo on the field to catch the Hail Mary.
What if they came back?
Yeah.
It would have been Cam because he brought him back.
Yeah, but you're saying, yeah, exactly. That's my point. Because of Cam, you're saying that he has the tools on the field. Ryan Izzo's not a tool.
The tools.
He is a tool for thinking he's a good player and being in the NFL.
When you have, regardless of what type of weapons that you have, you still have the ball in your hands on the final drive to either potentially tie the
But
game
I think they look,
or win the
But
game.
he can't throw to himself.
And he hasn't gotten it done.
Can't throw to himself.
They looked good in Seattle.
He
and
hasn't gotten it done.
They
Can't
looked
throw
good
to
in
himself.
Seattle, and most of that drive was
It
Cam
falls on the
Newton.
quarterback, does it not?
No.
Does it
Play
fall?
calling. Play calling. It calls on people being able to make plays. I'm sorry, but N'Keal Harry, where are you?
There's another game there too.
Yeah, can we just
Anyone
not,
seen N'Keal Harry?
I swear to God, if they re-sign N'Keal Harry, I'll be so pissed.
I think he's still on his rookie deal anyway.
Hello? Hello?
I think he's up next year.
Hello?
Is he?
Is
think
there
so.
anybody out there?
Check, but I think he's up
Can't
next
find
year.
N'Keal. No, it's a 4-year deal.
Oh, is it?
We got another 2 years of him.
I'll cut him.
Wait, no, he's on. He's in his 3rd year. He's in year number 3, isn't he?
Nope.
Or is it 2?
Year 2.
Year 2? Oh, yeah.
Cut him. Bye.
Cut him. So 2 more years.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Terrible pick.
Go work at
anyway.
Foot Locker.
It's actually horrible because
Awful
I
pick.
mean,
I don't even want to talk about
can
it.
I get a
all
jersey
right?
refund?
I don't even want to
I
talk
don't
about
either.
it.
I don't either. I'm good with it.
Why?
Shake,
Because
rust it off. Shake it off.
why? Because I sat up all night and expected DK Metcalf.
No, I told you they were going to draft
We
him.
got this bum
You know who I was?
who can't do jack.
I watched on Monday night. And you know who we need to go after? Chris Godwin.
It'd be
He's-
cool
He's
if
a free agent next
It's not
year.
going to happen.
It'd
We
be
need him.
cool if
He's
I would love
N'Keal.
him.
It'd be cool.
I would love him.
if
gonna
N'Keal
resign.
Harry went in the 2nd round. I would
Well,
be like, whatever.
They're paying Evans out the wahoo.
Yeah.
They're paying Jones out the wahoo. They're paying Gronk.
They'll move on from Jones.
They're paying OJ.
They don't need Jones. And they're probably moving on from OJ, too. OJ probably, actually, I think he.
And Fournette's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
So do you decide if you get rid of
I don't
Jones
want
or do
any of
you
them.
sign
I don't want
Fournette
any
long
of them.
term?
Why do you
Jones,
want any of them?
Jones should still have another year on his contract.
I don't think so.
Why do you
pretty
want?
sure.
Why do you want any of them? You have
I
so
want
many good
Godwin.
names coming up next year.
I want Godwin.
Half those people.
Godwin's
are
a free
gonna
agent.
stay
I
on their
want
team.
him.
Half the players that are coming up are going to stay on their team.
I doubt Fuller stays in Houston.
Fuller won't stay in
I don't
Houston.
think. I don't know about that, but he's not coming here
Why?
because I don't see him here.
You're
Because you
gonna
want to
get
know
a-
why? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because he's going to want money, and New England does not pay people money.
Well, they have to now.
That's why.
They have to now.
don't. They don't
have to.
care. For what?
I'd pay Chris Godwin.
What do you mean for
I would
what?
pay Godwin.
Not
He
gonna pay
could-
him.
You lost
He can
half
play
your
slot, he
You
can
lost
play
a good chunk
outside.
of your fan base in Tampa Bay.
I don't think they really care because guess what? They're still going to sell seats. They're still going to bring money in. And they're still going to get you at least 2nd or 3rd place in the AFC East, even with a bum team like this. They're not going to pay people.
Second or third.
Look, they have over $20 million right now that they could restructure contracts and extend people, and they're not doing it. Why?
Because they want a clean slate.
What's the point of that?
Coming the next year, ready to play.
Not to mention, we talk about all this salary cap money they have next year. Look how many players they have underneath contract. That's a lot of people they have to put in this roster. And it's not like, hey, you have 40 guys and you have $30 million to
So
spend.
who's a priority that we need to re-sign that's coming up?
Nobody.
With all that cap space.
Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody.
All right.
But what
I don't
I'm
get why
saying
you're freaking
is,
out.
because it's not as simple as we have
You
40
don't have
guys
that
in the
many
roster.
free agents next year.
Yes, we do.
How?
Look how many people are underneath a contract next year.
I already looked it up for 4
There's
weeks
at
ago.
least 20 spots we have to fill.
Yeah.
Okay, with $30 million or 20-something million.
97
Look it up.
million next year.
Yeah, but what I'm
97
saying is
million to
your
spend.
average contract where you're going to start paying people is probably going to be 4 years, $30 million at minimum.
And half of them you're going to
So that's me $5 million right there.
Joe Tooney.
You can't pay everyone that type of money. Half your offensive line is going to need to be re-signed.
Pull it up, Brian.
So the only person I just saw that would be immediate.
No, I'm not looking at immediate. I'm looking at how many people we have on the roster. We have to have people on the
Re-sign
roster.
Joe Tooney?
No.
No,
I wouldn't mind Tooney.
No.
they're not going
Too
to.
much
Okay, that's
money.
fine.
Too
That's
much
fine.
money.
They're not going to pay him.
Jason McCourty, see
I'm
ya.
not going to say yeah.
James White,
They're going to re-sign him, and he's going to want a big payday.
Lawrence
You
Guy.
won't get one. Get a big
Lawrence
payday
Guy?
for what? Playing
Lawrence Guy?
third of the game?
No,
Lawrence Guy won't sign that
come back.
much.
He'll come back on a minimum.
Adam Butler,
He would get
See
a
you
team
later.
friendly probably.
David
Depending-
Andrews,
Yep, they're going to repay him.
Rex,
Burkhead, I can see them giving
injury.
Yeah.
He'll take a team friendly deal.
Yeah. It'll probably be somewhere like a 2-year, $5 million or something like that.
Cam,
To be determined.
Burkhead, Terrence Brooks, Demir Bird, Cody Davis,
They're all going to get light
Justin
deals.
Bethel, Nick, whatever, Isaiah Ford, Dietrich Wise,
Dietrich Wise will get re-signed.
J.J. Taylor, J.C. Jackson. J.C. Jackson's a restricted free agent.
Yep, so that's going to take a big
Put-
chunk of change.
put
I don't
a-
see them letting him walk.
Put a second round tender on him, and Jakob Johnson. So like not high
that
money
bad for
guys. The
97
only
million.
high money guy here is Joe Tooney,
And they're
and he's
not gonna
gone.
bring him back.
And even if you let him walk,
And you have 97 mil to play
How many
with.
guys are underneath the roster? How many guys are rostered for next year?
oh, how many guys are? I have
Yes.
to look that up. I just looked up upcoming free agents.
I gotcha.
All right. I'm going to hit this break because we're like 10 minutes over, and hopefully it rolls into the next one. But we'll get right back into it, folks. Give us a call, 508-222-1320.
All right.
Yeah.
So 42.
42 rostered
Actively
next year.
rostered.
42 rostered. Okay, so I don't know where you got 90 million from because I'm seeing only 60 something available.
Who said 90 million?
Nick was saying 90 million
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
It was not. It was 90. I'm pretty sure it was 90 million.
It was probably 90 million at the holdout
But I
stay.
think because of the planned reduction, it's showing 76. 76, 872, 560
Either way,
available.
we got money to spend, boys.
Yeah, but all right. So, what do you think a contract to Chris Godwin looks like?
So let me look up his age. Because he's unrestricted, which is even better.
You think he's
Like,
going to get over
this
10 million
man-
a year?
6 win. I would. I'd sign him for over 10. I'd give him a 4 or 5 year, like $50, $60 million deal. Why not? That's your go-to guy.
Hold on.
I don't see how you. I mean, you typically keep like 16 mil, 15 mil safety net. So
Dude,
you're
he's
talking,
24 for God's sakes.
You're talking-
like, yeah, sign him.
You're talking.
Sign him at
60
10
mil.
to 12 a year. Abso-freaking-lutely.
I don't see why they can't get to a good receiver, a decent receiver, and a tight end.
Plus, Tampa can afford to lose him.
Especially if you get Newton back at a team-friendly deal like you did this year. If you give him the same deal you give him this year, maybe a
For
little
Cam?
bit extra. Yeah, and you tell him we're going to bring you weapons, see what you can do. Why not?
I'd be down for that.
Why not?
You've got money to spend.
Even if you leave like a 16 mil safety net, you're talking 60 mil to spend. You have 42 already rostered.
So Hunter Henry, what's his franchise tag? Right now, is it 15? It's like 15 to 17, isn't it?
I think 15 and a half. I got to look now.
Because you need a receiver
first-
and you need a tight end offensively.
First, I just want to take a minute to sit here and just pat myself on the back because I remember at the start of the season, and I remember Nick was on my side, and there were some individuals, or at least an individual, that thought that we didn't know what we were talking about. The salary cap that was projected to be at $210 million is down to $175 million for next year.
Yeah.
For next year, that's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
So, like I said,
So-
210 to 175.
Yes.
That's what we
but
said.
wait,
Yikes.
but wait, because they got the TV deal, and
more.
they're going to be all right.
But wait,
Okay?
there's more.
The TV deal is going to fix
like
it.
we said, it was going to get reduced. Teams like KC, who still have to pay Travis Kelce.
Sorry for
are in
blowing your
trouble.
ears out on the radio, guys.
My bad. I just like
Now,
right. That's
so
all.
Yeah.
it was at 210. It's down to what? 70.
175.
175.
So
And that's approximately. That's a cap floor.
Okay, so that's an approximate. So
So,
it's not
I
confirmed.
believe-
That's
No, like it's confirmed that like that's the direction they're going in. Like that is.
Well, it's
from-
going to be less.
That is from NFLPA. That it's projected
gonna be
to about
less.
175.
So I believe I
So
was.
it's probably gonna go even lower.
So I believe that I was correct because it was at about like 90 and change. What I just saw here is now now projecting 76. It was in the 90s.
right.
So I know I'm not hallucinating.
Okay, so
Hunter
now-
Henry is currently on a $10 million.
So now I'm
a
looking at
year
this.
oh,
So
it's 10 mil.
He's got a 1 year deal, 10.6.
How much do you
So
sign Hunter Henry
per
for?
You give
per
him
spot
12 a
track.
year.
8.
Per spot
12 a
track.
You're not
year?
gonna get him at 8.
Well, the tag. So a franchise
Nah, you won't
tag
get it. No,
is
it's gonna be more.
the franchise tag an average or is it the?
He can be
exact,
tagged again. He can be tagged again.
I know. Is the franchise tag an average of what the tight ends make in the league, or
Yeah.
is it
Yeah, it's an
the
average
It's gonna
most,
go up.
league.
No,
or
it's
is it
gonna
the
go up.
most?
It's
No.
an average of the league.
Okay.
It's gonna go up.
So you think it'll go up? He's higher tier at 10.
The tag's gonna go up, yes, because the tight ends have got more money this year.
Yeah, but only a couple though. I feel
It's
like
still gonna
it'd
go up.
Be, let's see if I can find it.
So per spot track, okay, the Patriots are currently projected
Well,
to
no,
have
they
the
got,
fourth most cap space in the NFL next year, a staggering $70.46 million.
That's a lot.
On top of that, 9 teams are projected to be over the cap.
Oh, we got a call.
That
folks.
number increases to 13 when you take into account these teams with fewer than $6 million in projected funds.
Yeah. Is this Drew?
Hey, what's going on?
Would
fellas?
you look
MVP Sports
at
Talk Radio?
that? Hey, guy, how you
is
doing?
happening? You know how it is, man.
What's
I'm
up,
living
my
that
man?
blue life, brother.
That a boy, my
Oh,
man.
all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sorry. So they're currently paying him the franchise.
So Drew,
tag.
we're actually you
Oh,
called
no,
it
I'm
the
punched out right now, so
Nice.
they're not paying me to call you.
Drew.
Yeehaw.
You
I'm
called
sitting
in.
here with my GM.
You
That
called
You
was
in
a
called
good
in
no-no.
at the absolute perfect time. You know why?
Tell me.
Tim, you want to tell him why?
What does he want to know?
Well,
gotta tell him why,
because
what
of
you
a
just said.
certain individual.
Oh.
So if you recall, Drew, we had a discussion before the season began.
Were you on our side?
And I'll let
Ryan?
Tim.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I was.
I think you
No,
were
no,
on
he
our
was.
side of
He was.
overpaying.
I'll let Tim take it from here.
So
Go ahead,
Drew,
Tim.
Okay, go.
do you remember when you were ranting and raving about the millions and millions of dollars from the TV deal? How it was going to save the league and the salary cap was going
Yes.
to stay the same? Well, from 210 down to 175.
Unbelievable.
A lot of money.
Those guys
Lots
are
of money.
sick and disgusting.
35 mil.
How can you take away all that money
Unreal.
when you just are printing money in the back rooms of your stadiums? You're literally printing money at every stadium in the NFL, and you're going to reduce the salary cap.
Where are they
by
printing money
$35
from?
million?
Well, I mean,
Where are they getting the money from?
I'll agree with Drew that the league
There ain't no
does well
fans.
financially.
They ain't coming from the
Yeah, of
fans.
course they
For
do.
money. They have been printing money for years and years and years. Look at Bob Kraft as an example. How much did he pay for the Patriots when they bought him back in 1993?
Well, he didn't pay anything.
Nothing.
Myra-
He paid
Myra-
Myra
nothing for it.
Kraft
Myra.
paid all
Yeah.
the money.
The wife, whatever. Well, the family paid next to nothing for that franchise, and it's worth well over how much now? It's in the billions
Yeah, I was saying
now.
billions with all the properties.
and billions
They
and
can
billions.
afford to take this hit because of COVID and because they don't have fans in the stands. They're just being shrewd business people, and you know what? Unfortunately, the players are going to have to go along with it because they want to get paychecks next year. So, look, I feel you, and good for you guys that you called it. You know what I mean? You got me in a gotcha moment.
All right,
But
all right.
It's always good to get
Okay,
one.
He manned up. Hey, Drew manned up. All right,
It's always
guys.
good to get one. But no, I mean, I agree with you. They make a ton of money and they can afford to keep the caps where they were. You got Goodell has a private jet for life on his contract. For Christ's sakes,
Right? Come on now.
So I agree with you. Again, though, like I said before, you got to take into account the bottom barrel teams that don't have Patriots Place built around them
Yep.
and don't have a fan base. Teams like the Jets that just went 0-16 or are going to go 0-16 or 1-15, maybe
They're so
2-14. Whatever they do, how do they fill the stadium? And so they're going to be struggling next year. So I can see why they argue to lower it. Again, that's for the most part an owner's decision. They are the main force behind it. But it's going to bite a lot of teams. KC's going to be in trouble. Like I said weeks ago, I called it. I mean, not to pat my back, but they're going to be in trouble. They got Travis Kelce's got to get a deal. They got a lot of people got to get deals. They've been paying out. Now,
Kelsey got an extension, I think, a year ago.
yeah, but they got.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to have
get the
to.
80 mil.
Yeah, and he's going to have to re-sign a bigger contract.
They
soon,
might
or
have to
they're gonna lose him.
restructure. I mean, they signed Chris Jones to that big contract.
Big
Mahomes,
Chris
obviously.
Jones contract.
Where's Tyreek Hill at?
He's having a phenomenal year. So do you just argue
This
that?
is the last year, man. The last year for this run for that team, and then they're going to have to make some hard decisions.
Yep.
And look, luckily they drafted pretty well. They've got some good pieces in there that are going to be getting paid rookie money. So look, I mean, they're going to have an opportunity to do that. But look, I don't know if you guys talked about it yet, but I want to talk about the fumble that the Boston Celtics had on the Gordon Hayward.
Oh, we can talk
Contract
about that. Yeah,
situation.
we can dive in. We can dive
Can
in
we talk
Celtics
about
right
the
quick.
fumble? Because look, man, I mean, Gordon Hayward just left the Celtics, and we got nothing back for
Ainge
him.
got
man.
too greedy.
I'll
Hold
tell you
on.
what we got.
Ainge got too
They
greedy.
might be getting something now.
I'll
which
tell you
is
what we
better than
got.
nothing.
You know what we got?
Yeah, I mean, they're scrambling now to try to put together a trade exception right now so they can get a sign and trade done and get a trade exception. They're scrambling to try to make that happen because Eames looks like a fool for not making the trade with Indiana.
Yeah, so what I read is
And
Ainge got way too
got too greedy.
He thought he had too much
Got way too
power
greedy.
in his hand and got burned.
Dude, it's Gordon Hayward. You're not trading Michael Jordan in his prime. Heck, you're not even trading Carmelo Anthony in his prime. I mean, guys, this is Gordon Hayward. The guy broke his freaking foot off, like clear off his body a year ago or a year and a half ago. I mean, what are you supposed to get for that guy? He's stuck in between a rock and a hard place because, his contract, obviously, he opted out of. And they were lucky to have a partner in Indiana to try to make that trade happen. And then all of a sudden, they're just like, nah, we're not going to do that. And we want Oladipo, and we want McDermott. We want a draft pick. Dude, you're trading Gordon Hayward. It's not the top 10 guy in the league. It's not like you're trading LeBron here or Anthony Davis. Come on now. I mean, I get it. Look at the haul that New Orleans just got for Drew Holiday. and they
That was
got
quite a
lot
haul.
back.
They did get
They
quite a
got a
haul. for him.
lot back. Now, but Holiday's a damn good player, and he's been a great player for the last 3, 4, 5 years, while Gordon Hayward has been hurt and playing second fiddle or third fiddle or fourth fiddle.
Milwaukee's
So what
also
do you
trying to
expect?
load up to convince Giannis to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
They need
another
to.
thing.
They have to have pieces in there. They have to get stars around him, or he's going to walk and he'll end up with a team like L.A. or wherever Harden is, or wherever he might go to Brooklyn if they can pay him. I mean, come on.
Yikes.
He's not staying in Milwaukee if he doesn't have the players around him. It's ridiculous.
You know what you got in that trade with Gordon Hayward? They won the trade.
You got rid of Hayward.
You
That's why they
you
won.
max signed Jason Tatum.
They could have max signed Tatum anyway.
Yeah, if you would have done that, you wouldn't have had any money to put around him.
You could have maxed him out anyway.
No, you wouldn't have. You would. There's no
could've.
way.
So
No, you're not. No. Listen to me.
It's a 3-year
You
player.
cannot
Bird right,
max
bird right.
pay Tatum, max pay Kemba, have Brown of the contract that he has, and pay Hayward. There's no way.
So
No, you
Of course they
can't.
could've.
either way. So
No, not
Tim.
pay Hayward. No,
Losing
trade
Hayward
is
does
what I'm
not
trying to
mean
say
you
to
get that money back.
Okay,
You don't
It doesn't
get
mean
that
you get the money
back.
back.
listen what I'm
No,
saying.
that
here.
money's gone now. That's
The money,
gone.
the
That
money
money's
that he
long
would
You
have
gone.
still
made,
could have signed him anyway.
the money that
if you
he
did a
would have
sign and trade,
made.
you still could have signed him.
You good?
Or you could have gotten equal value back for him over the cap.
The
now
money
you
that
got nothing.
Hayward does not command now opens up the ability for them to max sign Jason Tatum.
It doesn't make a difference because
does.
whether you kept Hayward or not, you're not getting any of that money
It
back.
does because Tatum had Hayward had a 2-year option on him. So if he opt in, his money came for next season as well.
And you still
would've
could have
signed-
signed
You would-
Hayward
no,
to the extension.
you would've
You would
paid
not have been
value
able
into
to
that.
pay
And even so,
Tatum.
he didn't take the player option. He declined it.
Right.
You could still
I'm
sign and
saying-
trade him with Indiana.
Okay, but by him opting out, you win that. Doesn't matter what you trade him for. It does not matter.
It does.
No, because you
I don't
would have
think
paid
you
him.
lost him
Okay,
for
listen.
nothing.
If he
That was
signed
what it
here, you lost him for $34 million. You would not have been able to re-sign Tatum now. You would have took the chance you go in the summer and hope that he stays. Number one. Number two, you would have had to play him, or you didn't really have to play him. But obviously, we would have known that he would have wanted to been played, and it would have became a distraction. So you got rid of it. So who really cares?
So,
Oh well, he walked. Guess what? Celtics are a better team without him.
but when you look back and you could have gotten him, you could have gotten
you're
rid
not
of
going to
him
get anything
for
for him.
Miles Turner and Doug McDermott.
Okay, and what's their
I would have
contracts
done
at?
that.
What's their contracts at?
I don't
That's
know.
another thing you need to think of.
You still
need
could have
to
gotten
understand,
him.
like, the money they're getting rid of, they were trying to also free up money to max
the
sign
fact that
Tatum.
they max
But they didn't
extended
free up any
Tatum.
money, Tim. That's the point.
That was
They
their
didn't free up any
primary.
money.
That was their primary concern and their number one thing they want to get done this offseason.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And they could have done that with a sign
They
and trade.
lost. They lost.
If they
That's a
trade
loss.
They
for
would
Miles
not.
Turner
They would.
or Oladipo,
Ainge
okay.
wouldn't have tried the sign and trade.
If they would have got
if he couldn't
Oladipo,
max
it wouldn't
him
have
out.
worked. Wouldn't have worked to get Oladipo.
No, he wasn't trying to get Oladipo.
you don't
He
need
was. That was the
Oladipo,
report.
dude.
He wanted
Oladipo's
Oladipo.
not-
Weren't going to get him.
No,
Even
the
Turner.
report was he was trying to get Turner, McDermott, and a draft pick.
Yes, and then
and
he
then another
wanted
player.
or he wanted Oladipo and Turner. Indiana's not going to make that deal.
It was McDermott and Turner. I
And
never
then,
heard.
and then there was
Oladipo and Turner.
Oladipo and Turner.
I didn't see that.
Because they offered Turner and there was another one.
I think it's a
All right,
win-win.
let's get
come
off
to
the
me.
Celtics
It'll come to me.
conversation. Let's get back to the Patriots. Talk to me about our savior Cam Newton and what the heck is going on at quarterback in New England.
What do you want to know?
What happened?
I mean,
There's nobody to throw the ball to.
yeah, there's not a lot of threats. I don't think Cam's playing like a good year regardless, but I think, you have him getting COVID,
He's
him
off to
recovering,
Houston.
then you got no threats. Your whole offense is
I thought
Damian
this
Harris
team
and
was
Rex
going to win
Burkhead.
like 10 games. I thought they were going to beat the Bills for the division. I thought they were going to go to the playoffs. Playoffs? I'm talking about playoffs.
No, I mean,
It turns out
Regardless of the weapons,
it turns out
Cam had the game in his hands in 4 of these games, and he lost all of them.
it
so.
turns out
Yeah, but you-
they aren't who we thought they were.
yeah, but
Yeah, they're not. They're not even close.
But you're talking about a Patriots team that hasn't had Julian Edelman all season. You had him half of the Seahawks game.
I think you get.
He got injured
I
halfway
think.
through and
I
still
think
had his
if you
best
have
game of his career.
if you have slightly better quarterback play, like average quarterback play, you're 6-4.
No.
I
No,
firmly
you're
believe
not.
that because you're not
In
getting
what
average
game?
quarterback.
Okay,
play.
all right.
You're
So
not.
you ready? Here's my thing then.
Throwing
if it's about
balls
the
into the
quarterback,
dirt,
if it's about the quarterback,
inaccuracies.
if it's about the quarterback, why do we lose in Kansas City? If it's Cam Newton, why do we lose in Kansas
Denver
City?
game.
Why did we
And
lose?
fumble.
in
If it's
Kansas
Cam
City?
Newton, why do we
Why
lose
do
in
you
Kansas
lose in
City?
Seattle?
Why did we
What's up with
lose in
those
Kansas
teams?
City?
Why do you lose in
I'm not
Seattle?
taking a Kansas City game into
Well,
account.
you're sitting there saying if you had an average quarterback,
not.
you're 6-4, blah blah blah. Well,
Yeah, if you get average quarterback play
I'm
consistently
sorry.
throughout the year,
I'm sorry,
You
like
could be
there's
6-4
there's
right
no
now.
other better option on the team for quarterback than Cam Newton. That's not his fault. and that's
are you
not
saying
our
that
fault.
Cam is playing about average right now? Because he's not.
No.
Hey, so
He's-
right
but I
now,
think
he's
that
in the
Cam Newton's
he's
given us
in
the
the bottom
best position
third.
to win.
He's probably the 28th to 32nd best quarterback
He would
right
play
now.
average with weapons.
He's pretty bad. He's pretty
play
bad.
average.
do the Pats make the playoffs?
He's pretty
right
bad.
now, guys. Do they make the playoffs?
That would depend on Julian Edelman.
Nope. Do they make the playoffs without Julian Edelman?
Without him, no.
Jesus, dude, you put
Nope,
Tannehill
nope,
in
nope,
here.
without him, yeah, no.
We're 6-4. Well, you'd put Tannenbaum
That's
in
'cause
here. we're
Tannenbaum's a
6-4.
good quarterback.
He's okay.
Tannenbaum-
He's average.
He's a good quarterback.
He's average.
He's a good
They're
quarterback.
He's average.
He's a
So
good
here's my
quarterback.
next
Put
question.
Matt Stafford
They're
in
not
here.
gonna
I think
make
we're
the
6-4.
playoffs
Okay, so
You
hold
don't
on,
have
wait.
the
Yeah,
weapons,
you
dude.
put Stafford over Tannehill?
No. I'm
They're
not.
the
I didn't
same
say that. I didn't say
quarterback.
that. I didn't say
So
that.
What are you trying to
He's saying
say?
put another
I'm
quarterback
saying you
here
put a
that's
different. You
6-4.
put an
Okay,
average
all right.
quarterback in here. You're 6-4.
You're not though. You don't
not,
have
though.
anyone to throw to.
Right.
You have Ryan.
Regardless
Izzo.
of who you have to
you
throw
have
to.
You have one tight
Okay.
end.
Like I said, regardless of the play calling, regardless of the coaching,
Yep.
the defensive miscues, the weapons, whatever, Cam has had 4 games to where he could have won the game.
So you're telling me,
Period.
You're telling me
It comes down to the quarterback.
Week 2 in Seattle, you have either Tannehill or Matthew Stafford. You tell me you're going to win that game?
not necessarily. Maybe
You're not.
Maybe
You're not because you're not going to make the plays. That
Maybe.
those quarterbacks are not going to make the running plays
Half
that Cam
of
Newton
the
did.
plays.
Buffalo.
No,
You win in Buffalo? You win in Buffalo.
He fumbled.
Exactly.
Half-
You win in
Okay?
Buffalo.
He
Half-
still put them in the
You win in
position to
Buffalo.
win that game.
You beat Denver.
Alright,
You easily
you don't
beat Denver.
beat Denver.
The two-
yes, you do.
Denver.
Denver's a joke.
The two goal line.
Denver's a joke.
The two goal line near wins you had were predominantly Cam Newton performing. Who is he
Terrible.
cannot do
At
the
end
entire
of the
100
day,
yards
he didn't
himself.
get it done because he
All right,
can't.
all right, so
Because he
let's-
doesn't have
He's
the
been-
weapons.
But yeah,
he's
you
been
can't
like
get
that
it done
his
just
entire
himself.
career. He's
Because-
done that his entire
Show me the
career.
last time a
Guys,
quarterback got it
reel
done
it
by
in.
himself.
His
Reel it in for a
entire
second. Reel it in.
career.
Reel it in. Reel
He's
it
been
back
like
in.
that.
Show
His
me-
entire
Reel it back
career.
in.
Show me a quarterback.
Look up how many.
Here is
Who's
your
got it done
problem.
by himself?
Are you ready?
He's had a
Here
lot
is-
of opportunities.
Who's
Stop
Frava?
it.
Here's
Guys,
your
let's reel
problem.
it back in for a second.
Give me 1
It
second.
all
Drew. I got
comes
one
back to
point
quarterback
make.
play.
Look,
Plain and simple.
you get to the red zone. Your end goal, and 3 of your attempts are runs because you don't have receivers. Who performs in the red zones? Tight ends do. Who do you have?
Or
You have Ryan Izzo who
like
cannot
Harris.
catch a ball. If Domino's Pizza put it in his hand, he would drop it. Okay? 2,
So listen,
you have
listen.
Asiasi who decided that like practice was so brutal he got hurt. Okay? That's what we have for tight ends.
No, wait, it gets better.
You have 0.
What happened to Dalton
threats.
Keene?
You have a first round. You go and get Isaiah
Dalton Keene.
Ford, and he
Okay,
doesn't know how to learn the
football?
playbook, so he's just ineligible now. Great use of a draft pick. Now we got to
Unbelievable.
potentially pay him
Hey,
next year.
if you guys are in the
Sanu
business of
2
making excuses for
Sanu
Cam, go for
2.0.
it. I'm
How
not.
is it an excuse?
I'm
making-
not.
I'm not.
How
making-
is it an excuse? How?
It's an excuse.
How?
All right, so hold on. I'm
Cam
not
can't get
making-
it done.
I'm not making an excuse for Cam Newton, but if I flush the toilet and it doesn't flush, I'm not going to blame the log I dropped in it. I'm going to blame the toilet for not being able to flush. If he doesn't have the potential to do anything, what's the point? If you crap in a clogged toilet and then blame the crap, you're a meatball. You need to give him the chance to work.
I like that analogy.
Ryan,
You
I
just-
really want you to think about this for a
like
minute.
that.
All right,
analogy.
If next year you give him weapons and he sucks, I'll be the first to say I was wrong and he sucks. What a loser! Don't ever come back in the NFL. But he just hasn't had the chance. You bring him in on a team friendly deal, which tells me they expected to do good with the crap team they have. They gave him a deal to say, yeah, you're going to be able to perform here. Go do it. With what? If Tom Brady couldn't do it here, what makes you think Cam Newton's going to be able to do it here?
Are you ready? What quarterback has got the job done without weapons?
Without weapons?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
When?
Tom Brady.
When?
2000, what Super
Brady.
Bowl was it?
When?
2011?
Really? 'Cause I'm pretty sure they lost that Super Bowl.
Jabbar Gaffney?
They lost that Super Bowl.
They were still in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They were in the Super Bowl.
Okay, you
They
needed.
were in the playoffs.
Hold on.
They competed.
Hold on. You also had.
got it done.
You also had Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez in a running game, and
really a running game.
and
I don't think
you had a
you used Tom
defense. You had
Not
a
really a running
defense
game.
who
Oh, in
got
2011?
a lucky.
You mean
who
the
got
worst
a
secondary in the
lucky
league? That defense is arguably one of the worst in
Sterling
that
Moore
run.
play. A lucky Sterling Moore play. Okay?
Hello.
So again, let's go back to this. Give me
get it done with
give
nothing.
me a time when a quarterback
nothing.
was able to win without weapons.
Nick Foles.
I'm sorry.
Nick Foles?
I'm sorry, Zach Ertz. They had another running back.
Zach Ertz is okay.
He's one of the best tight ends in the league.
when
And
he's
so-
healthy.
and if you don't
when
admit
he's
that,
healthy.
you're lying to yourself.
When he's
You have
healthy.
Alshon
Yeah, he also had Alshon Jeffrey.
He was
Yes.
hurt.
No,
He
he
was hurt.
played. Alshon Jeffrey played.
He was hurt going into it, but
He
they got
played.
in on a wild card.
You
where he was
had
hurt.
so.
You also had Nelson Aguilar.
I'm not expecting a
So-
Super Bowl here. I'm not
Alright,
expecting
so-
a Super
No,
Bowl.
that's
here.
fine. But I'm telling you,
I'm
telling you, you're not
So
going to
wait,
win.
I have a question.
Just like he said when Brady was here last year, we couldn't win games.
have-
What was our record
I
last
have
year?
a question. So to counter argue
we were
your
12 and
point,
4 last
to
year.
counter argue your point, if Tom Brady can play without weapons, then why, with the best offense in the league, like player wise, not stats, right? Arguably going in, everyone feared the offense. Why are they performing under 15th ranked, under New England in every category? You really think Tom Brady's going to come here and do it with the guys he has right now? No, he would be the same record. That's why he
I
got,
don't think so.
That
I
is
disagree
why,
with that.
That is
Why?
why.
Because
that is why
I
he
think
got
those
out.
4 games you could easily
Gentlemen.
have won 2 of those.
Okay,
That's
you're
Brady,
also going off of one
do.
drive in a series of
Right.
plays. That's it.
Exactly.
What about the whole
No,
rest of
no,
that
no.
game?
All right, we got to hit the break,
Do
boys.
the Patriots play Jarrett Stidham for the rest of the
No.
season?
Oh,
God,
They
no,
got-
No, why? What's the
They
point?
don't have anything there.
What's the
Because
point?
what's the end game? They're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay, and you know what? Jarrett Stidham's not going to be the answer here.
worst
He's probably
case-
going to be gone
How
next
do we
year.
know that?
you're-
How do we know
Because we
that?
put him in 6 games and he's thrown 6 picks.
Here's the problem. Who is? Here's the problem. Who
you
is
kidding me
Jared
right now?
Stidham going to
Tell me the last time he played a game where he didn't throw a pick.
He didn't.
When? What game? Who are we playing?
Let's get back into the Stidham talk after this break because I missed one.
the
All right?
Ghostbusters?
Stick around. We're coming back.
Stick
to
around.
Stidham.
We're coming back.
It's gonna be
508-222-1320. This song is dedicated to Jared Stidham
was
because he is the booty.
I was say, you know who's booty?
Because he
Jared
is the
Stidham.
booty. So
That
let's
guy's trash.
let the record show that Jared Stidham should not take over for Cam Newton for the rest of the season, folks. Okay, let's set the record straight there. All right, shall we, please and thank you. All right, great. Glad we got that out of our systems.
No, I mean, I think even he doesn't have anyone to throw to. It's just if Brian Hoyer, who's
He's got someone to throw to.
if Brian Hoyer is an average quarterback who can't get it done here, what makes you think a brand new guy is gonna be able to get it done?
Stidham's got people to throw to. The opposing secondary.
Yep.
Fact.
Yeah, he's great at doing that.
Guy sucks.
Great at doing that.
Guy sucks. Miserable.
I think Brian Hoyer is a good representation of the offense, right? I think that game proved it.
Hey, hold on a minute. Jared
What do we got?
Stidham's career stats.
There you go. What? 2 touchdowns, like 4 picks in what throws, right?
Come on.
It's like 20 throws, right?
2019, 4 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick for a rating of 18.8. 2020, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 ints, 39.3 rating. His career 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 picks, 6.3. Man,
What's his completion to attempts?
Oh, hold on, that's a good one.
Dude, it's like
Hold on.
8-20 or something
Hold on,
like
it's
that.
loading.
It has
Okay,
to be.
here we go. Let's see all.
Like 11 of 27.
Oh, this is gonna be brutal. I can already tell.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So, his career,
Yikes.
5 games played,
Okay. There you go. 5 games.
13 for 27,
There it is.
48.1, 138 yards, his average 5.1,
Yikes.
1 touchdown, 4 picks. His longest throw was 30, and he's been sacked twice. His quarterback 36.3.
Jesus.
Yeah, I say we throw him in there and let's see what the kid does.
Throw him in there.
Jared Stidham will not be here next year.
He's a career long backup, guys.
I don't think he's even that.
What do you do? Bump in that third. You draft somebody.
Third, man. Just run.
Can we
do
just
what we've always
hold on.
done? 2 quarterbacks.
Can we just understand something for a minute?
Yeah.
Tebow was a better NFL quarterback than this guy is.
Okay.
Martin
I'll give you that.
was a better quarterback.
I'll give you that.
than this guy is.
Sanchez got to an AFC
Sanchez,
championship.
yeah.
Got 6.
Yeah. I would rather have Mark Sanchez right now. Let's go to him.
It's funny. I was thinking about him last week.
You know what? Matter of fact, I would probably take like DeMarcus Russell over him.
Andy Dalton.
I mean, Andy Dalton's a lot better. Not even a question. I would take Johnny Manziel over him. I would take. No, I would. I
Oh my
would.
God.
I would.
I might pass out.
Manziel's like
I would
30
take-
now, isn't he?
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
I might pass out.
You
I'm
might
saying
pass out?
It's hard to say.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Who are you going to take over Stidham?
I think I would Colin Kaepernick over him.
I would too. I would
God,
too.
that's so
I would
sad.
too.
Everyone home,
I would
make
too.
sure you have an active life insurance policy. The world is ending tomorrow.
Yep. Don't worry. I'm going to
I almost went down.
clip it. Clip that.
No, don't.
I can't wait to
Use
clip that.
bribery on
I
political-
cannot wait to clip that.
Wow.
I had to take a sip of water.
Can you say that again? Can you say it again in a full sentence?
Now they're thinking.
Your first name? Nicholas Lavoie.
Oh, man.
That hurts. It.
That's funny. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was
It's
good.
just, I don't think, and I feel because I thought he'd be good this year. I thought he would make everyone look doubting him. But again, maybe he's an eight guy with good receiver. Maybe he's the same thing as Brian Hoyer with a little bit less. Maybe, but again, it does no good to put him in there because they're only going to make him worse. You know, he's young. He could get better.
Can't play it out unless Cam has because he hasn't
So here's the thing: is like
he hasn't
you have
been
to
bad enough to
protect-
warrant Stidham coming
You
in.
have to protect young minds in the quarterback role. You have to. They get demolished, right? Same. What did you do in Miami? They take Tua because he's getting hammered. He's getting all game. They're only down 6.
Yeah.
They take him out. It's not he's terrible. It's a matter of protecting him. You put in, Jared Stidham to get mollywopped out there to have no threats to perform no better than anybody else. If Hoyer can't do it, who's a good 8-8, 9-6, 9-7 kind of guy, then nobody's gonna. Hoyer's your safe chip. You give him a little bit extra money because he can get it done. He's not great, but he can get it done, and that's why you roster him for a little bit of chunk
Honestly,
of change.
I'd have Hoyer run the offense until he gets to the red zone. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you could tell me why not just let Hoyer finish
it.
it out. But you're not losing anything with Cam Newton. You're paying him bottom barrel money.
no, you're not. Yeah.
Stidham's not going to do any better. You're just going to make him worse.
You're
That's
not. You're not going to get by with a low contract on a quarterback. You have to sign a quarterback, a decent quarterback. You have to. Cam can't be the answer. I don't think he's the answer. I just don't. I think we know who he is. He's like this whole career. He's not going to. He's hit his ceiling, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's who he is. Regardless of the weapons around him, I think that's who he is. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is what it is.
There's a lot to be done with this team.
Yeah, there is. But I sincerely think the defense problem than the offense. I really do.
Well, I mean, part of me feels like there's some in the defense.
You have no pressure. You can't get any pressure on the quarterback. I mean, the amount of times I saw us run a 3-man rush on Deshaun Watson, a joke. He had all day to throw, picked you apart.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, look at who had in the past.
I mean, our secondary wasn't great, but I mean, when Deshaun Watson has that much time to throw the ball and he's not pressured ever, he's going to pick that secondary regardless of how good you are.
I mean, I think looking back,
Watson's really good in that game. He was on.
Look at who we've had in the back line. It's just a ragtag defense.
You need front seven.
Yeah,
You can afford to lose Gilmore next year. I'm fine with that.
they're gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
But he's under contract, so you have to trade him, right? Unless you just full-on release him. You got to get something for him.
Yeah, good luck trying to find someone to take a $16 million price tag.
Well, he goes back down next year, right?
No,
Because
it's
we
at
gave him a
it's at
1-year
16
bump.
next year.
Well, we gave him 17 this year
That's 16 next
with
year.
the raise, with the little pay bonus from
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year. So his base is 16, or is that his cap hit? That's his cap hit, right?
No, it's the base.
So what's his cap hit?
I think it's less. Isn't
His
it
cap
10?
hit's probably like 10 to 12,
10,
right?
I think 10 or 11. But I mean, yeah, I don't. It'd be tough.
You could get a contending team to take him. You could.
So this is my thing.
I could see him like
I
in
think you will.
Green Bay. Green Bay, I could see him there. They have the money
I don't know about Green Bay.
on the defensive side of the football. They could use it. They could use somebody opposite Jair
I don't know about
Alexander.
Green Bay.
I think there's teams out there that could use him. Minnesota's a couple pieces away from actually being pretty deep.
Yeah, you see him in Minnesota. Maybe the Titans.
Chargers.
Might be the maybe
I could see him in LA.
Titans need a little secondary boost. There's not a lot of
Shoot,
teams.
Tampa.
No, they don't have the money for that.
They might.
They're
they got
gonna have to re-sign Gronk.
so they're going all in on these next 2 years, this season and next season.
Yeah, they still
with
got to
Brady.
re-sign Gronk. They're not going to probably re-sign Godwin. They're going to have to probably re-sign Brown because he goes Brady. Brady's going to want him back. I don't know. Maybe re-sign Fournette.
It makes things interesting, man. It really does.
I mean, I think they could unload Gilmore, and I think it will bring the next point in segment for me is I think Gilmore's going to be very good against Arizona, and that'll be what rights the ship. And like I said to Tim earlier, if Gilmore plays well enough against D-Hop against Arizona, he just erased the past few weeks of whatever going on organizationally, the Pats. That's why they're putting him on D-Hop. He's going to go out there and prove his worth and get out of New England. That's what's going to happen. Where he goes, I don't know. Maybe they eat some of the money. Maybe they don't. But they have $76 million to play with, even if they ate his entire contract. So hopefully they at least get a chunk back out of it. But I think they'll get somebody for him.
Hopefully.
I think you take a stupid deal, get rid of him. Take a freaking second-round pick. You tried to shop him this year. You could nothing for it. Take the loss, clear some money, and get on it. And then you pay JC a little bit. You pick up someone else. You're going to have to draft some defensive guys. You're going to have to draft some bigs. I haven't even seen what the draft class looks like. So, yeah. But they got a lot of work to do.
A lot of questions need to be addressed.
But I don't rule them out like everyone else does because even teams like KC
Rule them out for the season?
Dynasty's dead or this or that.
Oh.
Or, I mean, you still have elite coaching. I think they're gonna perform well.
How much
next
longer
year.
does Belichick stick around? That's another thing I kind of wanted to bring up.
Well, I think he's got to
Like,
stick
how
around.
long does
enough.
Belichick
He's
stick
got to
around?
stick around long enough to either get his kid in or
To get past Don Shula. He wants to get past Shula. I sincerely
He definitely
think that.
does, but I think a lot of it too is what does he do with his kid? His kid's invested now. So if his final few years are correct,
the way that this defense has looked,
But if his
and
final-
playing on that defense, if he's actually given the reins to his son,
Where
for
do
all the
you-
defense, it hasn't looked good, man.
yeah, I'm not saying it as, but again, with it, like you said, look at the defense he has, and I'm not saying he's good either. But what I'm saying is, in order for him to set his son up, he's got to have to make something happen, or else no one's going to take his son. Kraft's not going to keep him around if they tank these last few years of their career.
I also don't think McDaniels is the answer either. I don't like it either.
I don't know, because I think Brady looks like crap without McDaniels.
Okay,
So
humor me for a second, boys. What do we think about bringing a guy like Bill O'Brien back into the system?
no, I think if anyone's coming back, it'll be Patricia.
No?
Patricia would be the only one that would come back.
Yeah? No?
And he might, I think.
Negative? Since he's from the system? And
I don't think Tech would want a guy like Bill O'Brien back.
no?
And I don't think Bill O'Brien would want to be back.
Okay.
I think it's just Bill O'Brien.
I had emotions about it.
Bill
too.
O'Brien looked like it could have been a contender in Houston, destroyed the team. Everybody hates him down there. Why would you bring a guy like that back? On the flip side, Patricia, I mean, he went to Detroit, a crap team, couldn't make it any better, couldn't do it as a head coach.
Well,
comes
this is his second season in it, right? So
Yeah, he's already on the chopping block. They've been talking about firing him for the last 3 weeks. And then he drops a goose egg against Carolina with no Bridgewater and no McCaffrey.
yeah.
And he's going to get probably destroyed on prime time. I mean, how long do you keep him around?
Well, he's got the early game against
Yeah.
Houston.
How long do you keep
the
him
noon
around?
game or something?
Houston's coming off a win on the Bats. Whether you think that boosts them or not, I think they're going to play pretty well against Detroit. Probably embarrass them as well on prime time, and I think that'll pretty much right the ship for Patricia. He hasn't brought anything. You can't say he doesn't have talent.
Yeah.
He's got Stafford. He's got Galladay. He's got can't remember the other names, but he's got talent there.
Marvin Jones,
He's got Marvin Jones. There's guys there. They just don't do anything with
DeAndre
it.
Swift,
Yeah,
Kerryon Johnson. That's a good offense, man.
it's a good team.
Defensively, though, they're very
Not
suspect.
great defensively,
Very
but you
suspect.
brought in a defensive coordinator who made it happen in New England with a lot less. He should have been doing better there.
You're right.
You know? So maybe he
I'm with
comes
you.
back. We brought him back so he can work with Steve, and then Bill calls it through Patricia down to Steve, and that's that.
Yep.
But there's not many that would come back, but he'd be the one.
Okay.
Tim zoned in over there.
Tim is zoned in. He is focused.
I am.
Determined.
Baby mama.
You know what? I'm going to get him riled up right now. You know why? Because the double champ does have a he wants. Guess who's back in UFC 257 January?
We already knew that.
McGregor Poirier is official.
We already knew that.
What's up with these Khabib
It's
rumors?
I know you know that. I just wanted you, I know how much you love
What's up with
McGregor.
these Khabib rumors?
He's not coming back, dude. He's done.
I don't know.
He's done.
Stop
The only
saying-
I told you before, the only reason he's going to come back is for GSP. That's it. If GSP comes back and says he'll fight, Khabib will come back and fight, and they'll fight at welterweight. They'll fight at
So there's-
160
People are saying because he promised his dad 30-0,
or 170.
and
Sorry.
he's 1 win short. His mom granted him the one fight.
Yep.
There's other people.
Who would he
saying-
fight?
There's other people saying that he just is.
Who would he fight? That's
I
the
don't
big
know.
thing. Who
but
would he
there's
fight?
also a lot of talk that he's just coming back as a coach.
He won't fight McGregor again. You already know that.
Yeah, McGregor's not entitled to that fight.
He has
anyway.
nothing to prove against McGregor.
McGregor's not entitled to that fight.
He's not going to fight Poirier again.
He would fight.
He wouldn't fight Gaethje again.
Maybe
he wouldn't fight
Ferguson, but
Tony.
I doubt it.
And you got to get at least 2 more wins to get there.
Yeah.
I think. It's. I
I
mean,
mean, you might see him coach Gaethje. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's rumors of him coming back as coach.
I think he comes back. He goes to weight.
Yeah,
I think him and Usman.
that's his best weight.
I think him and Usman would be a really solid fight.
That'd be a good fight.
Be really good.
be a real good fight.
Much similar styles. They're both like absolute
I'd love
diesels.
to see just hate Usman.
Yeah.
I'd probably take him a bit to earn that fight. I feel like
What do you think about Poirier?
it's just a money fight.
The Tony fight.
Can we, in honor of my man James Beck, I gotta mention this crap show of
Yeah.
Tyson fight, man.
Oh.
They have the
okay.
and like James said, they have the audacity to charge us $50
At
to watch
$50.
this fight.
It's on pay per view.
Yeah.
Showtime. You know what?
I don't even care.
When's it? When is it? It's
This
Saturday,
weekend?
right?
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, Saturday.
Find the stream for it. I
Did
got
you
the free
see the
stream to
rules?
watch it. No. Read off the rules for Tyson.
This is the finalized rules. It's because Jones is a
Tyson versus
crybaby
Roy Jones.
A. Okay,
Okay.
you can plug in what A means.
Mm-hmm.
Goes at home. That he is.
Do
He's
it.
a little sissy. Number 1, no knockouts allowed. Number 2,
Wait. Whoa. How's there no knockout? They're wearing headgear. Yes.
Yes.
No. They are.
Yes.
No knockout allowed.
Yes.
How
I
is
don't know
there-
how that happens.
How can it happen?
I don't know.
So what? Do you expect 10 to just punches it like 40%?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
Okay.
Number 2, no judges ringside. Number 3,
So this isn't a just fight.
no. Number
How many
3,
rounds?
8 rounds,
8
2
rounds?
minutes apiece.
Okay.
Winner will not be declared.
Oh, it is a charity fight,
Yeah.
but okay. We can all make our own assumptions about who won.
Number 4.
Or who won.
If a cut occurs, the fight is over.
Jesus Christ.
Then you have Adesanya commentating.
What a
This
joke.
is an exhibition, no bets allowed.
What an absolute joke. Anyway.
Which is going to happen because Jones has been pushing it off and crying. He begged for headgear. He's seen how good Tyson looked and gets scared.
Mm-hmm.
What a baby. What a wimp. Someone gets in a real freaking fight. That is all.
Evander. Holy fight him
Whoever.
again? I'd love to see that.
Get him a real fight. He wants a real fight.
We're going to get it right, folks. And until we get a real fight, we're going to breaks. Give us a call. 508-222-1320. We're kind of lonely in here. Hit us up.
get them tonight online.
I don't think so. Oh, online, yeah.
Yeah, you can't get your hands on a PS5 anywhere right now, boys. You really can't.
Luckily, I don't care because I don't want one.
So funny.
Not yet.
Funny story.
No,
Take-
one
like,
Not
take
yet.
it as you wish. How funny or not funny it is. So this kid's gonna buy one off online. I was like, this kid seems sketchy, so I probably won't meet up with him yet. And then someone else put up a post about him saying robber at gunpoint. I was like, dang, kid would have got shot.
Fact.
Wicked,
That would have been the worst thing. Life.
Oh, my God.
Kid would have got blasted. Not to promote gun violence, but
Promote violence. We love gun violence.
I fully intended to carry that transaction. I'm gonna guess maybe it
Of
was
course.
fake, even if it wasn't fake.
Of course.
So I was like, dang, I could have shot somebody. Maybe could have got shot.
Slash, maybe could have killed someone.
Who knows?
Slash,
All because of a stupid
I get-
PS5.
maybe could have done a murder-suicide. Slash,
Aaron Hernandez.
slash.
That's poor lady. Poor lady's pissed.
Jackie Ribbon Nookie.
You guys know what time it is.
Jackie, if you're listening, we love it.
I don't know why.
That's the sound of our lock of the week, boys.
Hold on, I gotta look it up. Sorry, all these comments just popped up on the feed for me. And they
Oh,
were
yeah?
before.
Oh, snap. I wasn't even looking.
Chris said, "Hey, listen, the season is in the dumps. Better news. Better news. Celtics team got some weight. Khabib will be back for Conor, guaranteed.
I'm going to disagree, man. There's nothing in that fight for Khabib. There's not.
I mean,
He has nothing to prove against
Connor
Conor
30, you know?
with taking a rematch.
But who else does he have to prove against?
Why would he-
I don't think GSP comes back.
He think Conor is like
I
the
think GSP knows Khabib's a big threat. I don't think he comes back to lose.
who GSP?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he does.
I don't know.
To challenge, to give himself a
I think
challenge.
he's let him base
So
all
he
the
fought
cock and
Bisping
porno.
at middleweight to give himself a challenge so he could upclass from welterweight to middleweight.
Yeah, but that's back in
that
the,
thing.
that's in his prime, man.
I think if GSP
Now
can come
he
back
just-
at welterweight,
Now he just lets his fan base do all the talking for him.
the
say that
money
he's the
fight
better
is
fighter.
Khabib GSP. That's the money fight. That's a money fight right there.
Yeah, but the problem is you got Khabib who doesn't have the money and GSP who's probably making enough money after the fighting. I don't know if he comes back yet. See GSP win. Not
Against
now.
Khabib.
Not now. 2 years ago, 4 years ago.
Depends on
probably.
it. Because
Maybe.
he's always training. Like if they
He's
fight
training.
6-7 months ahead of time,
Look, I'm a lifelong GSP fan. Was my favorite fighter for as long as I can remember. Maybe Liddell was a close challenge, but I don't know. Khabib's a good fighter, man. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, I
Fight
agree.
Against
I agree.
Gaethje sealed it. People can argue whatever they want to argue, but he went pound for pound with Gaethje. He took it to the ground when needed to take it to the ground. It's just a tough argument. That Gaethje fight sealed it for him. I don't think he has anything to prove. He proved everything with Gaethje.
I don't disagree. You put him in the top 5 greatest of all time after that win.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
All right. Is it time?
Time for what?
I think it's time to get into our locks of the week,
I gotta
fellas.
look. I gotta look. Sorry.
Yeah?
No more comments.
Yes, Tim? No?
Wait.
What's that look for?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know?
been
Okay.
dangling. Yeah, I mean, I think GSP comes back. I think he comes back for maybe an easy money fight. I don't think he comes back to fight arguably one of the best fighters of all time. It's just risky.
Easy money fight? Easy fight? What do you mean easy fight?
Like he's gonna come back in and be like, "Yeah, I'll beat up
I
Clay for
really
no,
wouldn't fight for
maybe for
because of how many times Khabib ducked him. I thought that was the fight. That was the fight. At that point in time, a couple years ago, when
problem
Khabib
with
kept
Khabib,
ducking
man-
him, ducked him like 2
The
times.
problem with Khabib though, it doesn't. Aside from McGregor, he doesn't play that crap. He didn't think he ever ducked Ferguson. I think he didn't want to play into the Ferguson ego. He didn't want to do it with McGregor either, but McGregor forehand with like attacking the boss and like the taunting and the religious attacks. McGregor got it to the level that Ferguson would never take it to, and that was why you got that fight. Was because you piss him off enough that he has the point to prove, and you've seen it, and he hops out of the ring and he goes berserk because you've broken the man mentally. And that's what McGregor did. He tapped into the extra bit of stuff that no one would ever do. He did it, and
Cross
that's
the line
what brought
type
him
of
out.
thing.
Ferguson is a WWE professional. He will sell you a show.
Yeah.
He wrote the script for Conor. They both do it. So that was the difference.
Ooh,
Ferguson
another one to get into.
Ferguson just it's always about just the ego and the show and the flashy lights and it's stupid. That's what Ferguson's about. Khabib didn't want to be a part of it. He didn't want to be a part of McGregor. He tried to get out of the McGregor one. McGregor made it personal to where he wanted to be in it. So
January 256. Ah, it's not okay. Ooh, okay. So McGregor's opening up at a minus 225 favorite right now. Poirier plus 185. That'll change. But yeah, that's interesting. I might take Poirier there. That's not bad. I think it'll go up. I think he'll go up from plus a 185, I think.
It's tough because I haven't really seen anything impressive at a corner. I didn't think he was that impressive against Cowboy.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot to gauge anything off of with him.
Cowboys also taking fights like what?
I'm saying Cowboy.
2 weeks.
He went in knowing he was wanted the money.
He got the money. Sure did. Oh yeah, that's interesting. All right. So we're gonna get into game lines, bros.
Yeah.
My cousin read me this week. Little nice betting site they got going on here. Action20fin.ag. You can create an account and get onto it.
That's not what we use for like the bet backing, is it? The Action app?
I don't think so. That's what Drew uses, right?
Yeah, but it's
To
similar.
keep track. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just looking at the,
Action247.ag. My cousin Jason Filch reached out to me about it, and I'm definitely going to utilize it this week. Faux show. Absolutely. So we got spreads, we've got totals, got money lines.
I think I like Vegas.
So we'll start with the Thursday games. What are you doing, bro?
Sorry, sleeping. All right.
What up? Next time we ain't opening the door, all right?
For real.
Go. Let's
Get
get
out
the
of
money
here,
lines.
bro.
Let's go.
Get out of here, bro.
I don't really like.
All right, fine. I'll see you later.
Houston at
I
minus
don't
3.
like the Thanksgiving games. I don't want to play them.
Tim walk out on us like he did at Banditos the other week. A couple weeks back.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
He's about
something.
to walk out on us
Let
like he
me
did
tell
on
you
Banditos.
something.
Left us high and dry.
I was tight.
Left us high and dry,
I
bro.
was tight.
Why were you tight?
Because that was ridiculous.
What do you mean it was ridiculous? Just go get. Who cares? Just
I'm
get an
already at
mask.
the table.
Yeah, I agree because like you said, as he got up, looked at the thing, and she's like, ah! We're the only people in there to begin with.
I'm at the table. She comes over, chasing me. She's like, no, like you have to go get one. I'm like, I'm already at the table. Mention,
She said, I'm in the safe
not
zone.
to mention, it's a face covering. I had a face covering. She's like, not a mask. I had a face covering.
Touche.
That's on her. If she played a whole
I wouldn't. I don't
mask
know.
on-
I wouldn't have left.
No,
I wouldn't have
I
left.
did because at that point, you're
I would have
making a deal
griped.
out of it.
I would have griped.
No,
I would have
you're
griped.
making- no,
I'm hungry.
I don't want to sit
If
there
anything, make
and
her word
give you
afraid of
no.
her.
I don't want to sit there and give you
Yeah.
money because you decided that you want to play the damn mask.
You had to give her money. You get the
Probably
back.
because you thought, oh, this table will leave. I don't think working for the
that
next
was
hour.
thought is she would make us leave and leave us early. That was
Oh. Yeah, that's a good. Okay. All right. I didn't see it from that
so I was
perspective.
that was my thought afterwards.
She probably
yeah,
didn't want to
okay.
work.
Because that queso was not their normal queso either, so I think
It
they
really
just
wasn't.
got
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It
I
really
meant to
wasn't.
actually write that. Complain to them.
That's too bad.
But the last 2 times I've ate there, I've had terrible service.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Their
I even
service
had.
I
sucks.
typically don't go to that one. I go to the one in Cumberland.
Right.
The food's
And
good. Service sucks.
Then I had takeout ice. I've ordered queso, and I've had time queso and a queso at the very start of COVID, and I got my queso. And they're like, oh, we'll get to you next time. I had to call the ladies, like, oh, no, you're wrong, blah, blah. So then I paid for another queso and tacos, and again, I didn't get my queso.
Yikes.
So then I had to call, and they go, yeah, come pick it up, blah, blah, blah. What?
I'm telling you guys,
Doesn't make any sense.
drive a little to Cumberland.
No,
the one in
absolutely.
the one in Cumberland is
Absolutely.
perfect.
But like, I felt bad because like,
I just had great service at the one in
right,
Cumberland. Always,
But like, the thing
always.
is, like, you're a small business. You're here in Attleboro. I want to keep you here. Like,
Yeah.
but easily had probably a $60 bill. And like, I fully intended to grab a couple drinks, grab some food, and some queso. And you're gonna yell at me because I don't have my mask? Like, I have a face covering. All that is required is a face covering.
Yeah.
That's it. I had a face covering. You didn't accept it. That's on you.
Okay.
And realistically,
I respect that.
like, yeah, you can put like it's required in there, but it's not against the law.
I respect that.
So I could have just been a tool bag and just walked in there with absolutely nothing on and just been like, no, this is
Yeah.
my right, you know what I mean? And cried for my freedom and my amendments, but I didn't do that. So like at that point, I'm over it. Goodbye.
Lock of the week, baby.
And
All
that's
right.
the lock of the week.
Getting into the lock of the week.
I got it. I think I got it.
So, do we have what parlay?
So lock of always 2 team, by the way. Lock of
Oh, just 2 teams? Parlay.
I gotta check last week's. I forget one. I think it's 4-1.
There you go.
Because last week's the first week I didn't get to go actually. Because I had stuff going on. But
The lock of the week.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with. If you hit the red stop, there. I think we're gonna go with Kansas City Chiefs -3.5, taking on Tampa. And I think we're gonna go with the Riz -3 Atlanta.
It's -3 at Atlanta, huh? Where's that at?
I feel like Atlanta could be the team to me because they're stupid and do that. I don't
Where are
see
the Raiders?
Tampa
Nice.
beating KC.
So-
Maybe, but I don't see beating KC. I'm almost confident enough to put
Boom,
$100 on KC alone. Anyway, $40 pays out 104. A 2.6
That's
multiplier.
not bad.
So you're just gonna above double your money.
All right, so we got Raiders -3, and we got Chiefs at -3.5 against Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
You think they'll? Wow.
I think
I almost like Tampa in that game.
Really?
Not gonna lie, I kind of do.
I could see why you would. I thought about maybe avoiding the game, but I don't know.
Okay.
So I just want to pull up. We might have lost last week on the lock of the week. Hold on a minute. Gotta verify a score.
Oh,
Yeah, we did lose last week. Some Beach. Green Bay. I said beach. B-E-A-C-H.
Some beach.
Some beach. Somewhere. Green Bay Packers busted for us at the +1.5 at Indianapolis Colts.
Wait, how does this even work?
What are you trying to do over there?
Trying to do the action 24/7 here.
Are you trying to do it on our studio computer?
Yeah. Yeah, it's working. It's working fine.
They have an app website only.
It's a web.
Gotta get on the app.
They don't have they don't have the thing yet. Open spots 50. What's that even mean? Open spots? What's that mean? Jason, help me here. What's going on, bro?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to move
Who's
forward.
Jason? Did you say Jason?
Yeah.
Oh.
My cousin that put me in on this. Yeah. Let's see where this goes. Ah! Eyes are getting heavy. Long week already.
Yeah. My man drew about these sports cards. We got a little sport card clip segment, whatever.
Sport cards. I'm not. Man, I can't get into it. I really can't. I wish I could.
Oh, you know what I got in?
What?
You're a big hockey guy.
Yeah.
Patrice Bergeron, game worn, signed glove.
Oh no.
Yeah. I wonder how it's gonna smell.
Oh, no.
It hadn't come in yet.
Game worn signed glove.
How it's gonna smell?
Oh.
You kidding me?
What?
That's disgusting.
Honest
how it's
question.
gonna
Disgusting.
smell.
I'm not saying like I hope like I look forward to smelling
man.
it. But you know what I mean? It's like it's strange. It's like a game worn jersey, not too big of a deal. But glove, man, those things stink.
Uh-huh.
Maybe after one
Play
game,
up,
one
man.
bad. I'm probably gonna.
3
You know what I do? I
points.
sell. Got in a jersey signed by Pasta, Bergie, and Marshy. All in
How
one.
does this, bro?
Bro, you should figure it out at home and come in with a game plan there.
There we go.
I think
Okay.
we're making them look
There
better.
it is. So total risk $50 to win 130. Boom.
On what?
On the two-way parlay.
Lock of the week.
On the lock of the week.
So very similar payouts.
Yeah. Nice. All right, I figured it out. Back on game lines. Parlay.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of the Thursday games.
No, -3 for you.
Time games. I would think I would go with Houston. Coming off embarrassing losses.
I low-key.
You can't bet against Detroit. Give just a different team.
No, I like +2 for Washington. I really do.
So do I.
+2.5.
I like it, but I wouldn't bet it.
Or +130. I like them to win. I like them to win. I like the
I
+130.
believe EA. No, Sports Hub took as well.
Cardinals at -2.5 against New England. I like that. Vegas and Falcons. Falcons +3 against Vegas. I like Vegas. I like
Yep.
+6 Cincinnati. +219 the Giants.
Yeah, I wouldn't even touch Cincinnati
I won't
because no Burrows. Who,
Not even.
Who do you have stepping up for them now?
Who is their backup? It's not McCarron, right? It's not
I
anymore.
don't know.
I don't know who's playing for them.
Stand by.
Yeah, me with that. Cleveland, Jacksonville, Cleveland -6.5. 290 on the money line. Minnesota -3.5 against Carolina. These are really tight. Ooh, okay. Okay, guys. All right. We got potential here. Tennessee +3
Oh, boy.
against Indy.
Brandon Allen.
Who is that?
So who they playing?
Playing the Giants, I think.
Who? Cincy? Yeah, Cincy. He's playing Giants, yeah.
So do we load up on Giants?
No.
At -6?
No.
Nah, bro.
I'd almost take Cincy.
-275 money line. All right. So how do we like Tennessee against Indy? 1 o'clock game.
I avoided
really
that
like
for
'em.
a reason. I don't know. Indy's a good team.
Indy. Okay, so Indy played competitively against Green
They
Bay.
beat them.
I think Green Bay lost that game in that second half. Because what they were up, what, 28-7? Weren't they up 28-7?
Depends on how you look at it.
So
I think
I don't know,
Indy
man.
adapted and Green Bay never recovered.
Indy's at home. They're battling for the division here. I think the coaching in Tennessee's better. Gets there. Offensively, it's there. Defensively, they're not though. It'll come down to Derrick Henry, boys.
Yeah,
And I think Derrick Henry can get done. I like Tennessee +145. I like him.
I like it, but I don't like it enough to put a house on it.
Has Indy played Tennessee this year? That's another.
They have.
All right. All right. Dun. You think they have? They have not. I take that back.
Crucial question,
They
right?
played a Thursday night game.
This is a very big question.
They played a night game, and the Titans laid a dud.
For all the marbles.
Lost 34-17.
For all the marbles.
Yeah, and that was 2 weeks ago.
For all the marbles.
Although Tannenbaum had a
Steak and
terrible
cheese
game.
sub or Chinese food?
Steak and cheese.
Where you think
I had Jersey
We'll try.
Mike's. I had Jersey Mike's
We're
a
gonna-
couple hours ago.
Try you guys.
I tried Attleboro House.
I had the
When's the last time you had
Chipotle. I had the Chipotle
year ago?
cheesesteak.
Attleboro House is good.
It's all right.
I had the Chipotle cheesesteak.
Yeah,
with
that's good.
Extra Chipotle mayo.
Yeah, you know what the problem is with Jersey Mike's?
is good.
It's
man.
expensive.
Very expensive.
And like their
It's like
steak sub-
$14 for
I
a
love Jersey
giant.
Mike's, so don't get
Fills
me
you
wrong.
up. Fills you up though. It's a giant sub. It's a big sub.
It's.
It's pretty big.
Damn, steak and cheese sounds kind of good.
Steak and cheese sounds real
I
good.
have no idea how Eli's is, but maybe I just best of both worlds. Try it. If it's good, then I found.
Yeah,
it
the
gold
Titans
mine.
laid a dud against the Colts 2 weeks ago. I don't think they lay
Chinese is
another
good. I've
dud.
been
though.
craving
Chinese.
Chinese.
Chinese from where?
Chinese.
Hong Kong tada.
Hong Kong, ta-da. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's tricky.
That's real tricky.
I just kind of want a sub.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Do you? Do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been like, I wish someone around here would do like a Philly style cheesesteak. I swear to God, I'm gonna open a place like that.
Just straight cheese
Cheesesteaks.
whiz,
And then pastrami's.
steak and cheese with
All right.
whiz and pastrami's.
All right.
You know
And then
who's
you
got
do
really
like-
good pastrami?
And then you do like,
Tamaco.
and then you do like loaded options. You do like a, for sides you got fries, wedges, mac and cheese, and like a couple other random things, and that's it. That's your ball game. I need to open a business, that and a bar. Or do I
Let's
open?
see.
Or do I open a bar that sells bomb cheesesteaks? Because no one's gonna
I like
trust
that.
cheesesteaks. You think so though? Would you?
I like
Yeah.
that idea.
With like a separate window, so like
Mhm.
moms and stuff
Yeah,
can like pick up
yes.
cheesesteaks for the kids and not worry about
Yes.
going in a bar.
I'm down. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I need to
Not a lot of other games here that I'm liking.
But yeah, you just need a good cheesesteak stop down here.
Chargers plus 5.5 against Buffalo.
It's a risky one.
Herbert.
I like. So here's your 5.5. Is you're insinuating they have to lose by a touchdown. The problem is, Chargers are one of the only teams that have not been beat by,
But
by
they've
7 or more.
They've had a lot of close games though that have been, I think, within 4-point
Well, that's
games.
why I don't
they're
wanna
like,
touch it.
Oh, and so
Yeah,
much.
they're one
So
of
if
the
they
only
cover,
teams left that haven't
I'm
lost
not.
by
I'm
more
not.
than a
I think
touchdown.
that's why I think they could cover.
But it's risky because I feel like Buffalo's a team to break that. I don't know. That's why I didn't want to touch it.
It's a tough one.
I mean, if it's a parlay, I think I'd take it in like a big parlay, $5 parlay. But I don't put it anywhere near like a lock or a straight bet or anything.
How long is McCaffrey out? And how long is
It
Bridgewater
was supposed to
out?
be 1 week. Now it's been 2 weeks, and I don't know.
I like Minnesota. It's 3.5.
Bridgewater's back this weekend.
Is he?
Yeah.
Carolina plus 3.5. That's a tough one.
Against,
Minnesota.
yeah, that's right. Minnesota's
That's a
not
tough
that
one.
good either. No Thielen. Thielen's got COVID.
Okay, so he's on the
he's on
reserve
the
list, but he
list.
could come back as long as he tests negative.
That's risky.
As long as he
You-
tests negative tomorrow and Friday. I think it's tomorrow and Friday.
How about Nick Saban getting COVID?
Again?
Yeah, first time's a false
Oh,
negative.
the first one was a flop. Yeah, he's showing
But they,
symptoms.
yeah, they said it's 100% COVID.
So he's
He
out.
smells
He's
sick, yeah.
out against Auburn.
Yep.
I still think they win the game.
They'll win without.
Max is too good, man.
Mac Jones, that'd be a real nice name for New England.
I don't know, man. Alabama
Oh, we gotta
quarterbacks.
do. I don't know if we're gonna have time now.
Why? We got 11 minutes.
Draft class.
What's draft class?
I mean, a Hall of Fame class. Sorry.
Hall of Fame class.
Yeah.
Oh. For the NFL?
Yeah. When's the voting for that?
I don't know. What's the Hall of Fame class? What are the newer names? What's the
There's
the
like
list?
100 names on it.
Give me
I
the
think.
names. Oh, wow.
I think 100 names.
Action 27.ag, folks. Hopefully they can get in a couple
But I
ads
think
on the
they-
show. That'd be hot. Jason, listen in, bro. Get it hot.
So they broke it down to 25 semifinalists. So I'll go from 25th
Okay,
down to first.
go for it.
Bryant Young.
Mm-hmm.
So San Francisco D tackle. Yes or no?
Young, I have no idea who he is.
Okay.
Continue.
Ward.
Ooh.
That's in, yeah.
First ballot?
Yeah,
He's a first ballot?
I'd say.
Keep reading off the names.
Tony
All right.
Bazzelli. Clay Matthews Sr.
Okay.
Fred Taylor.
No. Not first ballot.
Rondé Barber.
That's his first ballot, isn't it?
Rondé Barber? I Rondé Barber.
Rondé Barber.
Well, keep reading the names.
Willie Anderson. John Lynch.
Is it
John Lynch.
2021 Hall of Fame class, right?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, it is, right?
How many people make it? 5, right? It's 5, isn't it? 5 players?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, Future 5, yeah.
Modern era semifinalists. How many make it? 5?
5. You got 25 semifinalists.
So only 5 from that list make it.
Yeah.
All right.
Eric Allen.
Here's gonna make. Okay, so
Rodney Harrison. Leroy Butler. Cornelius Bennett.
this is tough.
Darren Woodson.
I'm looking at it
Torrey
right now.
Holt. Richard Seymour. Reggie Wayne. Sam Millis.
So Calvin Johnson's on it. Does Calvin make it?
He's not. He's second in the semifinalists. I don't know if he goes first ballot though. He's set the tempo for his build, so it's hard.
He changed the game
That's what I'm
for
saying.
wide receivers,
Set the-
man. No
You
matter
got-
how
you got
long he
Peyton
played.
Manning, who's taken one of those.
Peyton.
First
Peyton.
ballot. So you got 4.
Peyton.
Seymour's probably in.
Richard Seymour.
Yeah, he's been the best performing
Seymour's
tackle
in.
the majority of his years.
Patrick. Okay,
That's
I've got
tough.
3. So Peyton. Who's the second? Sorry, Peyton, Seymour,
Calvin,
Charles Woodson. Those are your 3. Charles Woodson's definitely.
Yeah,
I don't know if I put Seymour definitely in.
he's in. Calvin. I mean, Jared Allen. I think second, third ballot.
No, I think Jared Allen gets it before Seymour does.
Steve Tasker. What? How many times has Steve Tasker been in? This is 6.
know.
Is it his 6th ballot?
I think so.
I don't think he's in either. I think after 6, after like 3 ballots, stop trying.
Tom Flores is a coach final. Definitely should make it. Tom Flores should make it. Huh. This is.
I want to see if there's any projected.
Rondé? This is
I'd say
man.
he gets in.
Alan Faneca. That's a.
Alan Faneca. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Torrey Holt's another good one.
Yeah, he's not first ballot though.
He's not. No, this is like his second or third go around.
I think it's his 3rd.
Because Isaac Bruce made it already. And I think Torrey Holt was better than Isaac Bruce
Do you?
back in those, greatest show on turf days. I think he was the number 1. Clay Matthews Jr., Sam Mills, Richard Seymour. That's a tough list, man. I don't think Hyde Ward makes it. I really don't. I don't think Reggie Wayne makes it. Darren Woodson. Calvin Johnson, man, that's crazy.
I want to see it.
How long do you have to be retired to be in the Hall or get nominated? 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Calvin Johnson, man.
Maybe Calvin goes second ballot. I don't know.
Dude, if Calvin Johnson's first ballot, like, that would be
And you got
nuts.
Hines Ward. I don't know.
I think Hine makes it
What a
before
tough
Calvin.
bunch, though.
That's a tough
I
bunch.
mean, that's kind of how Hall of Fame is. And
Yep.
you got so many names.
That's true. It's very, very true.
But it's a tough bash because when you have a couple guys that like take it, I mean, pretty much Woodson, Manning, 100%'s taking one. So off the top, it's already hard.
Yep. Game has been postponed, huh?
I don't know. I really feel like Seymour's gonna get in.
Wait, so the Ravens, where's the Ravens game at?
Whoops.
Hello.
That's my reminder to.
Where's
try
the
to get it.
Ravens game at? It's not on here.
Probably 'cause it's-
Jason, you got to put the Ravens game on here, buddy.
Probably because they're not 100% going to play. They moved it, but they could cancel it.
Ah,
If any, they said if a couple more,
I see.
if a couple more Ravens get it, they cancel,
Uh-huh. I see.
which
Okay.
would screw Pittsburgh. That's why Pittsburgh's pissed too because they already lost their bye week
Yeah, they did.
for a movement.
That'd be. Yeah, that's. I can understand their frustration though.
No, I mean I can't do it.
And
And guys like
honestly, bro,
some sports hub shows were trashing Steelers.
I know
players
it's
for
a
being
beatdown.
pissed, but
I know it's a divisional game, but I can see a Steeler beatdown in this game.
oh yeah,
Really
listen,
good.
COVID should be injuries. They shouldn't be postponing it. If as a team you can't handle and protect yourself, then that's look. It sucked that Cam Newton got sick, but we had to play.
Yep.
Shame on him for getting it and not being safe, and shame on Gilmore for going out and eating with him too.
That's true. You ain't kidding, buddy.
So, I just it's injuries in my book. When San Francisco
this Saturday?
when San Francisco
Is that
gets
this
6
Saturday?
injuries in a game,
Yeah.
they don't do anything special for them. So
Yo, okay. So Saturday,
yeah,
UFC fight night. It's not
a fight right now.
It's not a very good card.
It's a fight night, right? Not a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's a very good card, but we got Derek Lewis and Curtis Blades.
I like. I'm
I like Derek Lewis at plus 285, man.
I don't know about that one.
No?
Blades got way better stamina. That's your problem with Lewis, man. That gas tank is not good. I mean, I love Lewis, but
Lewis is
I'd be
rolling,
worried
though.
about taking him 285.
He's rolling.
Be worried about taking him at 285.
The over-under is 1.5 rounds.
He's,
That's crazy.
yeah, man. They don't
That's
have
1.5
no
rounds.
Stamina. No stamina, dude.
Jesus. Over 1.5, minus 190. Under 1.5, plus 150. I don't know. That's. I would take Derek Lewis in that. I wouldn't mind. December 5th. OSP is plus 150. That's not bad. Gian Violante. Okay. Hermanson Holland. And then December 12th. UFC. This is it. This is the fight card I'm looking for. Is it December 12th? I thought it was.
What one do you want?
Yeah.
What fight?
Figueiredo and Moreno. You also got Tony Ferguson and Charles Oliveira. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like a lot.
I really do. Dwight Grant. That's not. Dude, this is a good card. Angela Hill's on it. Junior Dos Santos is on it. Dude. Junior Dos Santos plus 265. Cyril Gain. Wow. That's nuts. And he's come a long way down. Cub Swanson's on the card. Ferguson at minus 150. I'd take that. And I'd take Figueroa.
Who's Ferg fighting again?
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, he'll win that.
It's tough. Oliveira's good on the ground. His jiu-jitsu's good, but Ferg will stand in there and freaking slobber knock him. Yep, and then Figueiredo taking Moreno again. That's a good one. That's another good one. Jeez. Did you see the Figueiredo fight this Saturday?
No.
Dude.
I should have watched it too, but
He's so good, man. There's not a lot of guys in that flyweight division I think that can take him. I think I really want to see Garbrandt fight him because I think Garbrandt can knock him out. And if Garbrandt can keep him standing up, I think it'll be a good fight. But if Figueiredo can have his way with him and take him down, game over.
yeah.
Game over. But the big thing is Poirier McGregor. I can't wait for that. Beginning of the year too.
I didn't even notice that's the photo you put up. By the way,
Yeah,
the
why
PS5
not?
one.
Why not, bro?
It's so relatable.
Why not?
It's about to be me right now when this Walmart app crashes when I try to get a PS5.
Yeah, dude. Best Buy, it's only available online, like hit or miss. Sometimes they're available for like an hour or two, and they're automatically sold out.
Crashes.
So UFC 257
Best Buy, get your crap together.
is McGregor, obviously, but you also have a lot of other bouts here. McGregor. What's the announced bouts? There's another one here too. Ferg's fighting next, and I think was it Usman that was gonna fight? I think it was. Poirier, McGregor, Sanchez. That's a good card.
I can't even add this thing right now. It says
What?
it's gone out of stock, but it didn't. PS5.
O'Malley's returning at 258 UFC 2. He'll be back after that bad injury.
It says,
And Usman and Gilbert Burns. That's going to happen.
oops, we're currently having
Wow,
system
Uriah Hall and
issues.
Chris Weidman. That'll be good, too. That's a good card there. Well,
Can we just talk about the epitome that's 2020 and we're putting space on the moon and we haven't even figured out how to prevent website issues here
wait, what?
on Earth?
Oh
What do you
dear,
mean?
the whole North Pole is trying to save big right now. So
Wait, they're
please try
trying
and
to
get
do
in a
what?
moment.
What, on the
You'll
PS5?
love our holiday deals.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Jesus.
had it. It says, we're having technical difficulties. You don't say. You
Yeah.
have for the last year.
We'll just look
I
at that.
don't think you're gonna be able to get one, buddy.
No. It's tragic.
You know what else?
Walmart, you suck.
You know what else is tragic? It's 9 o'clock, boys.
Walmart's website is tragic.
You know what that means.
Oops, we're having temporary system
Yo,
issues.
no, this is
Please
this Black
try
Friday
back
deal is
soon.
temporarily out of stock.
Give me from Emma's. Walmart, get your crap together.
Come on, Walmart.
They want to compete with Amazon? Please. You can't even work with PS5 no matter Cyber Monday like Amazon.
Dude, Sony and Microsoft just do not have the supply for the demand right now.
Not even that, man. It's just like your website handle it. You're letting bots buy. You can't compete with Amazon.
What a bot.
You can't compete with Amazon.
What a bot.
Like, they had a week to prepare for this.
Well, guys, it's about that time.
Oh, yeah.
No, I want to take me home.
Well, folks, for Ryan Hollinger, Timothy Morin, Nick Lavoie in studio, and Mr. Drew out over the phone for a few minutes, thinking Skid could take over. This is MVP Sport Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same time.
Stay safe.
Have a great Thanksgiving. Keep
Happy
it 10
Thanksgiving.
people or less people. Keep it 10 people or
Whatever
less.
you wanna do.
All right? Or do what you want to
Whatever
do
you
and
wanna do.
ruin yourself.
In defiance of Charlie Baker, you have 11 at that house party.
If you want to get COVID and I together, then do it. Do whatever
COVID
you
forever.
want.
Well, guys,
Go for you.
and with that, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Much love.
Do go out on Black Friday, and have a great rest of your week.